And another thing about, are we on? Oh, hey everyone. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Hi, welcome to my home. This is Blaze Against Bandwidth once again coming to you with your Sunday night. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're super glad to have you all here with us, hanging out in the chat room. I don't have my chat window up yet, and I'll have to do that. I got the whole Blades of Bandwidth crew with me, and I also have tonight's special guest. We couldn't be more excited to have him here. We have Brad. Am I being quiet or too loud? Oh, we got. Your
I'm sorry. Off. I was pointing to Brad like Brady Bunch because he's in the.
Oh, okay.
He's in the Alice spot. So.
Gotcha. It's Brad Littman. Big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Brad. So, who wants to tell me about Brad and where he came from and how he got to be here?
Oh, so Brad plays he's been playing in my DC game since the beta, and we're friends that go back. And he's now, what do you do for Goodman Games now, Brad?
Well, before all the fun pandemic started, I was just about to become their West Coast convention representative. But since all the conventions I was supposed to go to got canceled, now I help online with online conventions.
Nice.
That's why I have the official Goodman Games background.
Brad, will there be any online conventions happening, say, next month or so?
Yes, there will be. There will be, what is it? The Spawn Con.
Oh, baby. Spawn of Cyclops Con.
Spawn of Cyclops.
Children of Cyclops.
Yep. And we hope, if you're watching, we hope you'll tune in and come and play with us some games at Spawn of Cyclops Con. A lot of us will be running adventures there. Some of us will be playing. Some people will just be hanging out in the chat room and offering opinion on art and music and on Five-Finger Death Punch.
And you can come visit me in the Goodman Games online virtual booth,
Yeah, come hang out with Brad in the virtual booth. Come give him a visit,
Running real quick, Alex Kammer made a comment on Facebook when someone was talking about Spawn of Cyclops Con, and he was like, they'll name cons anything these days, won't they? And I thought that was kind of hilarious.
Well, it makes sense because there was Cyclops Con, then there was Bride of Cyclops.
Yeah, I don't think he understood the reference. I think he just was like, what? Like, what? But
yeah. Well, the game, the boss of Gamehole doesn't get to, doesn't really get to have an opinion on that kind of thing. That's all right though. So so let's go right to, are people on?
Yeah, we got some. We got
cool.
Jess is there. We have 8 viewers. Tony Hogarth's here.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
Tony. What's up, Jess?
I think maybe like Tony might be the only one that's not one of us. But we'll see.
Tony's going to be in my Troika game this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the final week of GoadCon.
Awesome. I heard that a while ago, Jess judged her first DCC game.
Yes.
Ooh. I've been wanting to brag on her for a while. That's just amazing.
Respect, Jess. Respect.
Yes.
Yeah. Jess has been, she's coming up like pretty soon. She's going to be,
Nice.
She's going to have her own game, her own thing on here, competing with us on this and such. And we're ready, maybe. All right, so let's get right to the action. So if y'all will recall, when last you guys made your way to the Halo Mountains in order to find out why all of these people had lost their faith and made their way on the strange, bizarre, nihilistic pilgrimage out there, following what they were calling the Temple of the Comet. And as you guys made it out there, now that you have been here for a while, you realize that strange things are absolutely afoot, that this is some kind of, you're on some kind of demi-plane at the very least, where the normal rules of reality don't seem to work. You have been wandering around in this strange wasteland where off on the horizon, you see the garden that all the pilgrims are trying to get to, but it seems to get no closer no matter what everyone does. After a couple of encounters and a jewelry exchange with some lizards, we have now arrived at this this thing poking out of the ground that we have determined to be
a telescope, right?
A telescope, yes. However, there's a space there in the middle of it. When we very much last left off, we were all going to go ahead and start working on sliding down there in into the middle of it. So Brad, at this point, Septus, with the stress of going underground, he has one of his spells, and now we have the personality of Septus is once again transformed right before everyone's eyes, and you have vague memories of what you're up to. You know that like there is something bad going on. You fought some things. You're trying to get down here deeper into it, and now it looks like we are going to head down into the bowels of the earth.
We just lose somebody
for a second.
Oh, we lost Carmen.
Yeah, it dropped me for a second.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi, but hopefully that was temporary. Sorry.
Gotcha. No worries. All right, we all good? Sorry,
I just gotta rearrange the windows, but yeah, we're all good.
All right, cool. All right, so we left off. I think Tim was gonna go down first, and then we were gonna take a rope down. But let's talk about these plans. What are our plans for heading down this shaft into the?
So it's just a tube that goes down into nowhere, right? Is that all?
We can see that there's a space down there at the bottom of it. Okay, you can see that it leads someplace. It goes down maybe even 100 feet. It goes like all the way down there as far as you can see down there. Someone threw light down there. It's actually like I want to say you guys threw a torch down there, and you can see that far away. You can vaguely see that light far off, but it's more than 150 feet down there to the bottom of this.
And it's a straight drop, right? Like it's not kind of like a slide.
No, it's at an angle. It's like a slide.
Angle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
does it have like turrets sticking out of it that if you were to slide down, they would just be like ripping holes in your back? Or
the interior
you could probably just slide down.
Yeah. Well, while the exterior, as you'll recall, is made of many different plates that are sort of like seamed together, the interior bit looks like it's must be born special for the to make the refraction work. So it's actually the interior. It looks smooth. It looks like you could slide on down there and without much trouble.
Into the chute.
Left off on such a bad idea.
I'm sure it's safe to just slide down.
Yeah, Forrester's going to do it.
Their bodies as cushions.
Septus is.
Oh, you want to get down there first?
Forrester's ready.
Forrester's ready to slide on down.
Yeah.
So
or do we want Anatol to shimmy down?
I mean,
safely?
I was going to do the Batman reverse walk down safely. I think that's the end of last week. But because I was afraid of getting us not being able to get back up if we had to.
Well, I guess do you want to pound in like iron spikes every few whatever?
We had 100 feet. We ended up realizing we had enough rope to like tie off 2 things of rope and then anchoring it on the top side and dropping it down.
Okay. Gonna hedge those bets.
All right, so we're gonna put the grapple on the outside. We spent some time getting those ropes together. We are gonna go down there reverse Batman style.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see if we can. The question is, can we get past Milton Berle without incident? I don't know. You can. So we're gonna see. Anatol's gonna go first, and then who's next?
I'll go next.
Riggs and then Forrester.
Oh, okay.
Forrester.
I can go after Forrester.
Phoebe.
I'll go after Phoebe.
Oh no, I said Wiggs and then Forrester.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're down to Dak and Septus.
I'll be last.
I'll be second to last.
Septus. And Ernie.
So we're all reverse Batman.
We're gonna reverse Batman right the heck down here. It's a little cramped, but it's totally doable. You guys slide down there.
Now, is the reverse Batman in the Kama Sutra? Sorry, please continue. Exactly, but instead you're going.
Yeah, you got to go this way. I want to apologize to everybody. But especially Burt Ward, because he had to be the one who got it.
I don't know, man. I heard Burt Ward had a good time back then.
I bet you, man. He was. They didn't call him the Boy Wonder for nothing. You know, I saw him in his full Robin gear at a mall. He came there with the bat cycle when I was a kid. Stood in line for an hour to get an autograph. He was cool. He was very cool. Roosevelt Field. All right, so you guys make your way backwards down there as you see the dim light of the weird space under the in the strange gray area that you guys have been headed through. Gets farther and farther away until you guys get down there to the bottom. Finally, there it goes down a full 180 feet before you get to the point where you can sort of slide out and into this area. It looks like it's just like a 5-foot drop from the aperture. Is that the right word? I don't even know. Down onto the ground there and such.
Yeah, lens aperture. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty close. All right, so you're just gonna drop in?
I'm gonna look at the floor before I drop in. Being a good thief, I want to make sure I'm not gonna drop into like a pit trap or a mailboard or something. It looks like the floor, from what you can see, the floor looks safe. Give me an intelligence check. My strong suit.
My man.
I'm joking. I have a 7. So I rolled a 9, so that makes it an 8.
Yeah. You don't hear anything. It seems safe to you.
Do you want to use my now? I think it's a 9-foot pole. The bottom got melted.
No, didn't the whole thing become rotten?
Because of the mercurial effect, the whole thing rotted away.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the whole thing?
I think you lost the first foot.
I don't even have a nubbin.
No, at the end of last session, Brendan, I slid a torch down to see how long it went. Is that like just at the bottom? Did it like fall, or did it fall into something?
It is there at the bottom. It is sputtering out now that it is sitting on half its fuel.
All right, I will gingerly hop down first.
Okay, you gingerly hop down first, and you find yourselves inside a chamber. It's a great circular chamber with a high dome ceiling constructed of sheer crystal. Beyond the translucent glass, the press of ash and earth weighs heavily against the structure. So you're there at the edge of the, you're there at the, at the edge of it. You're looking up into this dome, but as you slide down there onto the ground, like two creatures just whoosh, come at you as you make it there to the bottom. These are the long story short, they are 50-foot long snakes with the heads of giant goats. And they are coming at you. So they are going to get a surprise attack on you as you make your way in there.
So Brendan, are they 50-foot long snakes that are still the same girth as a regular snake? So they're like noodly boys, or are they like 50 feet long and
no,
like, all right.
Yeah, they're proper. Proportionate. Yeah, they're not full noodles. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like that should be a monster. If you're a 50-foot tall giant, but he's still proportional like a person. He's just a very, 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 very tall one, skinny and shit. Now these are like
giant snakes.
Conan. Yeah, giant snakes. Send in Conan. And there's two of them, and they are trying to gore you with their horns because they are right. Yeah. So here comes some surprise attacks. I got a +4 coming at you. I'm gonna get a 7 and a 6. That's terrible. That's just pathetic. All right. So the two of them try to get at you as you like land down on the ground. And Wiggs, you look down. You can see something has attacked Anatol. You can't see quite what it is. Well, let's go ahead and roll for initiative. And we'll get into the adventure. So monsters are going to go. I am rolling just dirt. You know what? You guys better be ready because I'm getting all my crap rolls out right now. How about a 7 for initiative with my rock and roll +4?
Not 20.
All right, 20 for Wiggs. I'm going 20.
Actually, it'll be a 20.
Or
the 23 with my initiative bonus.
23 for Wiggs. How about Brad? How'd you do for Septus?
10.
10 for Septus. Okay, Dak, how'd you do for Ernie?
Ernie got 4.
Ernie
I'm in the
got
back
4.
anyway. So
Yeah, you're like, what? Totally appropriate. Jeff, how'd you do for Forrester?
18.
18 for Forrester. And how about Haley?
15.
15 for Phoebe. And Anatol.
8.
Anatol still going before me. Close, you cutting it close up.
We really went in rope order other than Anatol, I believe.
I need 1 second, guys.
Oh no, he's getting
Hey,
fresh
No,
dice.
they're Bobby's home and Lori's home and everybody's getting fresh. Always getting my dice.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Everyone on the internet says hi.
Hi.
Wave hello to everybody. Just keeps a low profile. So we get along. Yin and yang. We get along perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, yeah. So, Wiggs, is your turn next. You are the next person up in the the chute, sliding down, and you see that something has attacked Anatol, but you can't see what it is.
I will finish sliding down. I was like right behind him, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not too far
So,
away.
yeah. So for a move action, you can let go of the rope and slide down.
Yep, and I cast magic missile because I don't know exactly what's out there yet, but like I want to be able to hit it.
Yeah. You know it needs some magic missiles, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Respect. All right. Go ahead and cast that spell. You toss a finger.
I do. With a 15, I get a single missile that
Alright.
does 1d4 plus caster level. It's just a little pew. 6 points of damage.
That's not even a little pew. That's a good shot. So
Yeah.
you actually, the first one you blast, and like the goat head's like and I've been working on that one. You like that? And he's furious though, and he's coming at you. So fight is going to continue with Forrester, who is indeed the next person in the chute. So
All right. My plan is to, when I come off of the chute, that just like mid-air, I just start like swinging my axes at whatever's attacking and get some hits in before I hit the ground.
gotcha, commando style. I want to see you do it. Give me give me a couple attack rolls.
Does flying hobbit count as a ranged weapon or melee weapon?
Yes.
Within one increment, you get your strength bonus. So keep it in mind, everybody.
One of them is a crit, and the other one
Nice.
is a 5.
5's gonna miss, but that crit is delightful. And go ahead and did you want to go after the wounded one or the unwounded one?
I don't think I really did this tactically.
All right, then
So,
I'm rolling some dice here.
Perfect.
Yeah, all right, you're going after this one. So go ahead and give me your damage and then roll your crit.
Okay, so the damage is going to be 9,
Not outstanding.
and the crit is going to be a 9 on table 3.
9 on table 3. Why, that's not a joke at all. That's a strike to the leg. Splinters femur, inflict plus 2d6 damage with the strike, and the foe loses 10 feet of movement. So we'll just say it's an extra 2d6, and I guess you hit his wriggler, which is a part of the snake that he uses to wriggle. So you go look it up. Okay,
Yep.
his wriggler.
It's on
Broken
Wikipedia.
regular.
That is an
Scientific.
additional 8.
Nice. All right, he is still up, but he's looking like, he just took a couple of halfling axes, or took a big halfling axe to
Forrester is not half of anything. He took a hobbit axe.
Hobbit axe. There you go. I'm sorry, I'm looking at that lawful sword. Where did that come from?
I got it. It's +2 to attacks and damage. It came from your adventure.
Oh yeah.
It was from Miss Alice's.
Yeah, it's lawful and
Or
does +2.
bed thing.
Alice's restaurant.
Yeah. It's got a special power too that no one has discovered yet. So I'll throw that out there. That's a all right.
Guys, we gotta figure out tonight.
No. possibly. So we'll see. That was it's Forrester. It's Phoebe and then Septus. So Phoebe, you're actually next in the queue.
Yeah. So far, all I've seen is people abandoning the rope and attacking. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna follow in suit doing at this point.
All right. It's getting crowded down there when you arrive. Everyone's sort of like landing and sort of like staying in the same space. So it's a little crowded down there, but go ahead and make your attack roll. You slide down, you see, two of these things.
I think my new dice finally broke because that's a 1.
Oh, that would be Fumbalaya. This could be interesting. I might, depending on what you roll, I might go off book on this because it's much more interesting to have you fall down on top of somebody sliding out of the thing while you try to attack them. So go ahead and give me a fumble check, my friend.
They'll be like bowling
I would love
pins.
to. I've got all my funky dice and I can never find the regular dice then. That's a 12.
Una 12. Wow.
Yeah.
You inadvertently swing at one randomly determined ally within range. So it's going to be Anatol, Forrester, or Wiggs. I'm rolling a die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's up, Anatol? Go ahead and give me an attack roll. One more attack roll.
7.
There you go. So she falls out and nearly like lands on it's
dark.
Really brains. Yeah.
It is dark.
It is dark with that torch going out. It nearly brains you. So, but you're able to. You don't actually brain anybody, which is in this particular thing perfect. And yeah, it is. And it is Anatol. Nope, it's Septus. So Septus is actually the next person in the hit parade. So you can slide down there now. It worked out perfectly.
I will slide down and I will cast Magic Missile as well.
Okay, so first, go ahead and give me that mercurial effect. Give me a mercurial roll for Septus. Percentage die, please. And if you have a luck modifier, multiply it by 10 and add or subtract it.
I already rolled them out while we were waiting, so we wouldn't have to. That's okay.
Just get off back. How'd you do?
I'm ready to go.
Well then, so what would the mercurial effect be?
Oh, I was going to tell you after I rolled. So he stands there, cast it. And all these worms come up from the ground and they're writhing in pain and they'll be there for a little bit. But all these pale white worms are crawling all around me.
Pale white worms. All right.
And I rolled a 16.
Okay. That'll get you some missiles.
Actually, I throw one missile that does 1d4 plus caster level. And I have one die I didn't get out was my d4. So he takes 4 points of damage on the one that's already injured.
They're both already injured. I just rolled randomly because no one knows. It's such a pile on down there.
Right.
We don't know who we're hitting. But you hit this one. It actually worked out. It's still up. But like you can tell, this one is in critical shape at this point and looking like that. You blast it with with your thing, and it's still up, but we'll see. And it is now officially Anatol, and then the creatures. So what you gonna do, cousin?
I was gonna do something like kind of swashbucklery, but if I see that this thing gets rocked from the magic missile, lights up and it looks like it's on kind of its last leg, I think I'm just gonna attack it.
All right, go for it.
And I'm gonna do my two weapons.
Cool.
So I got a 16 with the long sword.
Hit.
Nice. So that's going to be a whopping 6 points of damage.
Big ol' hit. And what you doing with your other attack?
And then I got a 14 with my dagger.
Also a hit. Roll me damage.
4 points of damage.
Man, that's it. This thing dies. You sort of like jump at it and slash it across its belly twice. It's already been hit by. This is the one that got hit by missiles and such. So it's just like it kind of rocks back for a moment. It lets out one more, and then just kaboosh. Collapses backwards, bleeding and dead. But the other one is still up, and it is furious, Anatol, at your having slain its roommate. Let's just be completely honest here, right? So here comes that attack. Huh. Sorry, I'm looking at the special attack here. How do I?
I like your mouth jazz.
Right. You like that?
Yeah.
I've gotten some nice reports going on. So here goes. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to continue to roll turd flushers down here. That was terrible. I got an 11. I'm certain I don't hit with an 11. Good thing my goat snakes got to do something today. This is terrible.
The name of a doom metal band.
What's next?
All right. Well, that's it. And you know what? That's just in time for Ernie to come down.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So Ernie, give me everyone in this now has landed and attacked, so nobody has moved. So give me an agility check, not to just sort of land either on somebody or like in such a way where there's nowhere you can fight. Like you'll be stuck.
Was everybody just like letting go of the rope and just sliding in? Is that what was happening?
No one's moved. So it's just a pile down there now. So go ahead and
like how far away from the lip is it?
Once you get down there to the bottom, it's like he's only
no from where I am, where everybody took off. How far away from where I am currently?
Well, you were the last. Actually, you were the last guy up there. Yeah. So you're probably like 30 feet up.
30 feet up? Okay, that's a whole move.
Think about da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All those
honestly,
people,
bowling. Just go.
But that's like
it.
a whole move. Yeah, I'll
lucky guess.
Yeah, while I'm sliding down, I'm talking to the sword. I don't know what this. I was like, show me what you're made out of. I talked to him.
Start singing.
And then like I'm ready. I'll jump in and hopefully I attack a bad guy and not one of my friends. I need to make a agility check. Is that what you wanted?
Oh, well, take off your armor check penalty off that too.
Okay. Which sucks. So 7.
Yeah, man. You 7's not so bad where you eat it, but you sort of like land behind everyone and you can't get to the fight this round. Like you're stuck with, like there's nowhere for you to go. Like everyone's standing there casting spells, doing stuff.
Yeah.
You land, it's like 10 people between you and the monster. So
what are you guys doing over here? So I basically don't even know what they're doing. I was like,
you see a snake. So
okay.
Looming up in the torchlight, the dimming torchlight.
What about the sword? Did it talk to me at all?
The sword, it has kind of you have kind of vibration from it, but it doesn't it doesn't do anything in particular this round. We're fixing to see how it's going to go. So it's the top of the order in Wigs. I got one giant goat-headed snakelet. I mean, it's been bad. Obviously, it's had a bad turn, but I think it can turn the whole thing around and murder all of you if someone doesn't stop it right now. So
no pressure.
Great. I'm gonna go for another magic missile.
All right.
16, same result as last time. 4 points of damage.
Yeah, he is still up, but he has taken a shot then. So Forrester, you have your full move now. You're down there, giant 50-foot goat-head snake.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do another double chop on the one that I was already attacking.
All right, get him.
And I got a 14 and a 5.
Okay, that 14 is going to hit. That 5 is going to miss. So give me damage. Poor El Uno.
7.
Wow, it's still up. But you give it a good slash along its belly. And it kind of like rears back and kind of makes a goat snake noise, and is going to continue to try to battle y'all. She with no thought, no retreat, no surrender for the goat snake. It looks like. So it's Phoebe and then Septus. Phoebe, you are up. What are you going to do?
Attempting the same thing as last time, hoping for a better result. Okay, that's an 18.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Oh, I'm so not used to attacking. I didn't even know how much damage I did. 4 points of damage.
Man, he is still up. But you dinged it a good one, and like at this point, like it actually was kind of like dashing in, and you sort of hit it across its goat forehead. And like for a moment, its eyes kind of roll back in its head. And it looks like for a second you think it's actually over, but it kind of snaps back and it's getting ready to come at somebody again. So fight is going to continue, but that's when Septus.
Stepping on a bunch of worms, I will
worms
cast
every place.
I will cast magic missile and make even more worms appear.
All right.
And I will crickets. Not succeed, but more worms appear.
All right, spell does not go off, so fight's going to continue. But that was awesome, and it is Anatol, and then the snake gets one more turn. Anatol, snake thinks he's going home with all the marbles, all the marbles.
Same as last time.
Even though he hasn't rolled anything over a 10 yet. For the love of God.
I got a 12 on the longsword.
Nice.
Miss. All right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a 15 on my dagger
That will hit.
for 3 damage.
Okay, it is still up.
Does
is
it
gonna
look
make
like it's
one-
still up?
I mean, it's in really bad shape, but like, you know.
All right. I won't spend any luck then. I said, I didn't want to risk death, but that's fine. Yeah.
All right, it's gonna go one last time. All right, everybody. Hey, if you're home watching, I want everyone to clap and say, I believe in Brendan's red 20-sider. I've had this since 2002 with my convention die. Come on. It's actually a hit. Well, I think an 18.
Coming for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's a hit.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm sorry. Suddenly there was a cup of tea, and now it's all good. It's all good, y'all. All right, so it hits, and you are going to take. It kind of butts you in the head, and that is going to be this. Yeah, you were going to take 10 points of damage from that. But then also it coils around you. It has you wrapped up and begins to squeeze on you. And you take an additional 3 points of squeeze damage. So now it's kind of like it's got Anatole wrapped up like a python. So any attack going at it right now is going to be like fighting into a melee. So that's all right though, because it's Ernie's turn. And if there's anybody you wanted to have fight and somebody in a melee, it's my boy.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I could clearly see what's happening. I come up with my brand new two-handed sword. And yeah, I'm gonna actually charge too. So I'm gonna go and get that extra +2 to my to the attack.
All right, this is a bad one to fumble on. So, but let's see you do it, man.
I don't want to fumble. I'm not gonna fumble. Shoot.
You just
yeah, all damage, but it's +2. You said 16.
That's gonna hit.
All right. 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
Yeah, that's it. So
yeah, I chopped his head off.
Yeah, it's wrapping its head around. They're coming at you like to bite you, and then like all of a sudden, y'all see Ernie jump up with a new sword. That new sword sings. It makes this lovely shing sound in the air.
It's like I came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like Ernie from the back row. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have destroyed this thing, and I'm gonna give y'all 2 experience points for this particular fight for beating my snakes and not taking, barely taking any damage. So, it is dead.
I'm kind of slumped to my knees as I have taken a little bit of a beating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should I maybe take a look at that?
Yeah, I'm at like a 1/3 of hit points remaining.
Hopefully, Shul can see down here.
Can I tell where these guys came from?
It looks like they were hiding in the shadows of this area. Was what Anatole thinks as he came down. They saw your torch, and they had kind of like, were just standing there waiting on, the torch bearer to show up.
And I did.
And he did. Yeah, and y'all showed up hard, turns out. There we go.
For healing, do I have to do the same, like 1 through 3 first, or?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, it's a 6, so just
gotcha. Yeah, you get a 6. You're good to go. So you can do it normally.
All right. All right. Plus 5, 21, same alignment, 4 dice.
Yeah.
20. Yeah. So roll 4. You're 4th level now. So
no, I'm almost 4th level. I'm 3rd.
All right.
So is there a light source in this place? Can
Does
we get a
that
better
torch?
look around?
Fire. Isn't there a chandelier up in the ceiling?
Say again?
Isn't there a chandelier up in the ceiling?
No, the ceiling is actually a crystal dome. Y'all lift that up and kind of hold that up and sort of look at it, and you're suddenly aware of furtive movements just beyond the crystal dome above. Something writhing through the press of dirt and dust beyond the glass. So, like in your torchlight, you can see where there are sort of swirls and eddies of dust going across the crystal top of this thing, moving in, sort of moving around, but you can't see what's causing them. But you're pretty sure that on the outside of this thing are creatures of some kind.
More
Like
snakes.
that.
Is there like sand on the ground? Is there places, or is it clear
There's
that
piles of worms.
dirt has? I mean, some of the sand has entered the space.
Yeah, definitely some of the sand has come in. Brad, what'd you say?
I said there's worms on the floor.
2 big dead ones. Yeah, great big dead. But there's also there is sand. You can the entire chamber is fairly dusty. You can tell that it must blow dust in from the outside.
So Brendan, I'll pick up that torch.
Okay.
I'll wrap some more. Actually, I have a lantern too. So this is lantern time. I'll just light my lantern.
All right. Cool.
I'll leave the
All
torch on the ground.
All right. Are you going to carry the lantern?
Yes.
All right. Bet. All right. So hey, let there be light. You guys start looking around in this chamber. So here's what you see. So you are in, this is a huge, big domed area. Okay. So if you can picture it, like the telescope, which now you can totally tell it's a telescope with no lenses in it. It's sort of in the center of the chamber, and then going right up through the ceiling, like right up through like the glass part up there. And then on the opposite wall, like if you were to start like from the islands of the telescope and turn around and walk back directly out, you would go out through a hallway that would lead into a larger chamber.
I'm
Anything
totally
else
looking through the
interesting in this
islet.
I heard a couple things. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I'm totally looking through the islet.
All right. Yeah, you look through the islet of it. You can see sort of like dim light back up the way you came. You slid through, so it's empty. Like it's only the husk of a telescope, because there's clearly nothing in the interior. So for you, it's just like looking up a long tunnel, huge big thing.
Anything else of interest in this space? How far across is it?
It's like 10, 20, 30, 40. It's round, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, maybe 120 feet. Oh no, sorry,
gigantic.
60 feet. Yeah, 1 square is 5 feet. I'm wrong. So it was 60 feet. 60 feet across. So the snakes were all like,
and just that one exit.
You only see the one exit. Yep, just the one.
And was there something special about the floor?
Not particularly. I mean, there's dust from the outside that's crept down here. I'll give you the room description one more time. You stand within a great circular chamber, high dome ceiling constructed of sheer crystal. Beyond the translucent glass, the press of ash and earth weighs heavily against the structure. And of course, there's the giant brass telescope. The walls and floors of the cathedral. There is something about the floor I should mention. The floors, now that you look and kind of like push some dirt aside with your foot, you can see where the floors have been scorched and blackened by flame. There's actually like sooty bits all along. You could like run your finger along there and like pick it up and be completely pitch black on the tip of your finger from soot. And as you look around with the torch, like just inside this room and in a couple of places, you can see what look like what first looked like blackened shadows against the wall, but it looks like where people possibly have been burned, and you're only looking at the charred remains of humanoids as you check along the actual walls of this place.
All right, and Brendan, is there a doorway? Is it a hallway, right? No doorway, just a.
Nope, it's just a passageway that leads out into a hall beyond this.
All right, I'll look back at these guys and be like, "I'll take the lead. You want me to go?" Start walking down the hall.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
I'm right behind you.
Mm-hmm. So just as you go out, there are to your right and to your left, you're in a 10-foot wide hallway. It goes 10, 20, 30, maybe it's 60 feet long, and there are there are doors to your right and to your left immediately. And there's another pair just a little bit beyond them, and another pair of doors immediately right and left beyond them. So there's doors to your right and left. There's a total of actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's on your right side there's 3 sets of doors, and on your left side there are 4.
And they're all closed.
They're all, well, some of them, well, the two immediately by you are open, and you can see there's just like just debris and junk coming out of there. It looks like something, this place was devastated by something. You can see, you know, chunks of like earth and rock and blackened, you don't know what kind of matter, sort of like spilling out into there. Whatever happened in here, it must have been, you know, amazingly destructive.
Like a comet hitting it?
Like a comet or something along those lines.
I would like to start digging through the rubble and finding anything that might be interesting that's buried within.
I mean, you know, you find the odd bone that looks humanoid. You find the odd bit of ashes, but beyond that, just like in the hallway there, you know, you don't find anything else, you know, of super of interest.
Well, in that case, I'll slowly make my way down the hall and kind of be just peeking into these doors, and you know, until we see something that kind of like.
Sure. Sorry, guys. You know, you look through the first pair of doors, and it's just like walls crumbling, rocks and debris. In the second pair of doors, there's one door where you see something interesting, but mostly there's a lot more people in here. Okay, so like the second door on the right is open, and you can see looking through there, strewn about the hall, and there are just and throughout all of these rooms here, bodies frozen in their final agonizing moments, charred husks of men, women, and children, their final cries strangled in throats of ash. So you see it like, it's like Pompeii. You see like all these sort of blackened shadows on the floor, on the walls, that look like the ashy remains of humanoids.
Anyone caught in any compromising positions like that guy in Pompeii?
One guy clearly had a donut. Like,
Does anybody appear to be doing the reverse Batman?
All right now. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and stand up next to one of them and try to copy the pose.
Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah, you can, you know, yeah, it's you can sort of like, you know, it looks like these people like in doing that pantomime forced to realize that people must have been caught and had no time whatsoever to react. This must have happened so quickly, like the stroke of the headman's axe, fast.
All right.
So they didn't see the comet coming, even though they were. Maybe it wasn't the comet.
Hey, look, it's getting bigger all of a sudden.
Time to eat a crawler and make a cool pose.
Last guy was like, "Can I get his last donut, please?" Yeah, and that's how they caught him.
They'd be like, "Hey, wait, what's that over there?"
So there's a closed door, you said. That was interesting.
There's one well, like all of, like, you know, like some of them are open, when you open the closed, like just all the doors in the hallway, just to make it go quicker. All the doors in here lead to these rooms that all have debris, ash, and burnt bodies. However, as you guys like are looking down there, you get closer, like the end of the hallway is a juncture where you can continue to go straight, or you can take a right or a left. And the closer you get to that, like as you guys are walking in there, you hear something there in the darkness. You know, you hear this something dim and sinister lurking. You hear furtive noises like those made by human feet. Abruptly, a raspy voice spoken through ropes of mucus calls out from the shadows. Now, I know what a raspy voice spoken through mucus sounds like. I'll wreck myself though doing it on thing. So I'm gonna come up with pretty close to it, but you know.
I'll do it. What's up, sugar?
You hear this voice. Hear us not, a people from above ground, for we are not creatures of hell. Although our bodies have long been rendered loathsome for our sins, we are the descendants of a once proud race, a great race, whom succumbed to the vile temptations of a false deity, and in doing so betrayed the false god. Look you and take pity, for we are the wretched children of the damned, forced to live beyond the sight of the gods. And into your wavering circle of light crawl shapeless organisms, larval forms pale as bacon fat, their bodies bereft of limbs. Human worms, fat and bloated, writhing along the ground, trailing greasy offal in their wake. They gaze up at you with distorted human faces, their eyes filled with sorrow and despair. Look you, people from above ground, upon the wretched children who must live forever amongst, atoning for the crimes of ancestors long ago fallen into dust. Take pity upon us, born innocent yet forever damned. Free us from these loathsome bodies. Deliver us from this ancient curse. Seek ye the celestial disk beyond the night door. Seek ye the garden.
Well, first, outside of the game, I want to say, what happened to Marzio as a child?
Right? Like, let's just Marzio, if you're watching, is that, do you want to, you can PM me. PM me, we'll talk. If there's a... Apologize, man.
I call out, what or where is the night door?
The night door, it is within. We can show it to you.
How do we know that you're
will.
not leading us into our own doom? That you're not some demons that are here to lead us astray?
We do not know this because there is doom in the garden. It is great. Many have died, we think, trying to go there. For if they had survived and had defeated the evil there, whatever it is, then we would have been delivered, but still we are trapped here on this plane in these wretched states, our souls unable to ascend, never knowing the peace of death or the tranquility of the afterlife.
I like that they threw in the we think. Like, it's really bad. Probably.
Yeah, why don't you seek this out yourself?
We are powerless to leave this place and powerless against the forces that are here. We have been transformed in the garden and become these wretched things that are before you. We have no power.
I lean over to Ernie and I'm,
bodies can make it back up.
Ernie, if that happens to me, please kill me. Is there anything down here? And this is me asking them. Is there anything down here in these ruins that could maybe assist us in this task?
They kind of look at each other and like discuss it for a minute, and then they're like, "Yes." They say, "You must go through the night door." But also, he says, there is one room where you might learn of the ancient curses. We don't have the intelligence to do it, nor can we operate the doors, but we believe our legends say that within there is great intelligence in there to be had. We will show you the way. Do you follow him?
Cautiously,
Intelligence
yes.
isn't our specialty.
I'll be in the back keeping watch on everything.
All right. So they slither a bit further down the hallway. So there is clearly what, like, if you like at the end of the hallway, you definitely see like what might be the night door. It's a massive door wrought from polished black stone, and its smooth surface is stamped with tiny silver flecks that glimmer unilaterally like stars in an alien sky. Its entire surface seemingly alive with the energy of lost eons. But that's not the door he leads you to. He leads you to, that door is like at a juncture, but just off to its left, there's another door. And he kind of like slithers up to it and sort of like bangs against it like, within. Our legends say that within there might be the answer to our deliverance.
Is this the night soil door?
Sure, it's that one, right?
Yes. Although the night door too must be breached.
Yeah.
How does one open up the night door?
Yeah. Well,
We do not know. We do not know. It is a mystery, a puzzle, something for the brave or the wise to contemplate, not wretches the likes of us.
And I guess it's
I'm gonna bet that it's a pull door and they pushed.
Or it's
Did
like
he
a
miss
sliding
install the
glass
handles?
door, but they just keep walking against it and being like, we don't understand why we can't go through.
Yes.
But they got stuck in a revolving door.
Yeah, they
That's
keep
just
going
good
forward.
times.
You've been
There's
down
still
here
a
for this-
skeleton in there now, in the revolving door, having walked itself to death.
It just keeps spinning and spinning. I can't get out.
So I asked him, you've been down here this long with those creatures that were in the observatory room? Those
Hey, no, we have hidden. Now that you have slain them, we can go into the space. If we come near them, they destroy us. But now that you have slain them and that they're gone, we can once again venture out of our hiding places. We have been hiding amongst the rubble here forever.
how many more of you are there?
Oh. He says, more every year. There are more, like, there's 6 here, but you can see, like, there's sort of like 6 around you. One is the one that you're talking to that's leading you around. But like, if you look around towards the edges, like, this whole place is strewn with rubble and debris, and you can see little faces hiding behind rocks and there, and even like being covered up in piles of ash and just sort of like watching you guys from.
Well, I'll look back at them and just kind of give it like getting close and be like, I'm not entirely trusting of them, so I'm gonna check the door if you want to watch for ambushes.
Yeah.
So not the night door,
Wink,
but
wink.
the door they brought me to.
Gotcha.
That's 2 winks. That's all it takes.
Gotcha. All right. So you're watching while who opens the door?
I'll check the door, do my usual SOP.
All right. Give it a look.
It's a 16 to like notice any.
You don't notice any traps. The only thing you do notice is that this door is still pretty solid, and it looks like where there's been a lot of destruction in some of the areas, this thing seems to be relatively untouched. There isn't even like ash or grime on the outside of it so much.
Hmm.
And this is the little, like a side door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a side door.
There's like a fancy main door, the night door, and then a
Yes.
side door, and they look like they go to the same place?
No, one's like in the, let's call it north, and the other one they're in the west, the wall. So it's in the corner of the junction. Haley.
Anatol, can you tell if the door's been opened recently? Like, are they telling the truth that they can't open it, or has it been opened
Oh, good question.
recently?
Well, oddly enough, it doesn't even look like it's been touched in this throughout the passage of time here. But I'll look and see if there's any like marks on the floor. Or...
Now there's like you kind of put your finger down and sort of like drag it through the ash there. If this door had been opened recently, there'd be lines in it. At the very least, the ash and the tar in front of it would have been disturbed, but they're not.
Are the hinges on this side?
The hinges are on the interior. The door opens in, it seems.
All right, and I'll check to see, if it's unlocked. I'll do my thing and cautiously open it.
It does not seem to be locked. You open it up. This room stands untouched by the destruction that swept throughout the other chambers. Its walls, paneled in beaten lead, are emblazoned with astrological calculations, a star chart the likes never seen before by man. A colossal table wrought of pure ivory dominates the center of the room, and a heavy iron cabinet squats in the corner. So yeah, so the 2 walls are just star charts everywhere, over that. And it's amazing for you guys that know something about astronomy. It's just like, whoa, this is incredible, And there's 2 of those there. There's a great big table, and there is an iron cabinet.
How big
Is
is
this
the room?
definitely our solar system?
No, you're not sure. You certainly can't. Well, let's see. Who's got a background that give them any kind of a? I'm looking for a trained role here. Dak.
Oh no. Yeah, the con man.
Yeah, you can.
As a glove
I
maker,
pretend I
people are
do.
frequently asking for me to embroider constellations into their gloves.
Ditch Digger stares at the sky a lot.
These are some. Yeah, I was a shepherd. I had a lot of lily nights out on the plains.
All right, I will give
Woodcutters are in the forest.
Yeah, shepherds and ditch diggers can get a D14 skill check in their intelligence modifier for spending a lot of time there. And Septus, what's your background for Septus?
Woodcutter. We're in the forest a lot.
Yeah, but they got the tree canopy out there. It's not helping out. Like,
Who's
like,
a barrister?
cut
We
them
are
down.
learned.
the only stars the barrister knows about is that time that Mila Jovovich hired you to sue somebody for them, and it didn't go. Only star you're even familiar with.
I got a whopping 7, Brendan, for my intelligence check.
13 for mine.
All right. Okay. You can. Okay. Phoebe can tell that neither set of those are pertain to our universe. Neither of them seem to be the stars that you can see in the sky, at least not in the configurations that you see here. You also see that there are some of them actually have writing in some kind of ancient language on there.
Ooh. Again, I have a read languages of +0.
Give it a shot.
So it's a 10. Maybe I'll spend 2 points of luck just for the heck of it, since this could be important, and who knows how many more games of this we have. So
Septus will cast comprehend languages to try and see if he can read what's written.
All right. Go ahead and cast me some comprehend languages. What's your mercurial effect for comprehend languages?
Uh,
I
will tell you in a second.
Brendan, with my luck expenditure, I got a 16 in that read languages.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to look it up. And how'd you do for Septus?
The wizard's next utterance must be either completely true or a black-hearted lie, 50-50 chance, or I must make the next spell check with the lowest die in the die chain.
The lowest die in the die chain? Flip a coin?
Yeah. So the caster can read, write, understand, and speak one language for 1 hour. The language can be terrestrial, supernatural, extraplanar in origin.
All right, so Tim, I will say that you think that what you're seeing here are the basically it says interpreting simple meaning. So you're not sure what language these are, but you think that the words that you're seeing there are labels on certain areas and celestial bodies.
Okay.
And Brad, you got a you can read for 1 hour. You can read extraterrestrial languages and things.
Yep.
Yeah. So the two that are meaningful to that you see. So there's one star chart on the one wall. Okay. That has got like a space up there, and like written beneath it, it says purple planet.
Ooh.
On the far wall, there is another one that has a star, and the star, this like huge big star. There's a planet underneath this one, and this planet is labeled Yag.
Where's the meat planet?
That must be under the table or something, because.
So I tell people that that up in the corner there's this thing, and it's called the grayish North Star.
There's your lie.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That seems important to the adventure. I think we should focus on that and only that.
As far as like just meta stuff, the purple planet actually has a name, and I always forget it, but it's a very Barsoom. It's like a Barsoom like name. I think Jim named it in one of his adventures.
Does it really?
Yeah, I think even Sky Masters or Synthetic Sword, one of those two. He named it. Yeah.
Here it is labeled Mysterious Purple Planet. But also that one, that since you have comprehend languages, so these are two separate star charts. The one that has the purple planet, there's actually a formula written along that, which is it's mathematical, it's celestial, it's magical. You don't know that you could do it without a lot of study and practice and materials, but it looks like if you were to spend some time, that years. It could take years to master it, but if you mastered that ritual, you think that you could actually use it to take you to this mysterious purple planet if you wished.
Take it with you. Steal it.
Is there a way to write it down somewhere or fold that up and take it with me?
I will say if you want to take a couple of pages in your spell book, you could spend some time writing all that down.
Totally, we'll do that.
All
Should
right.
we go there now?
Lankmar, let's go take over a planet.
What else are we gonna do? Let's take off.
Right. It'll take you hours to do this. It'll take you a couple hours to record it, and let's say I'm gonna roll. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna take like 5 hours to record that. It's a giant, big, complicated ritual, and you have to transcribe it from a giant, big wall where it's all spread out into pages in your spell book. So you can do it with your comprehend language. It's gonna take time.
Septus, I don't think we have this time.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. I guess no purple planet.
The gray planet will have to wait. The gray star. What is it called?
It's the most important discovery of his magical career.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You just want me to leave?
Yeah. This is when. Oh.
I'll take an etching.
I was gonna say, can you do like a shading, like for a
Yeah,
gravestone?
exactly.
Yeah, it won't be as accurate, and it'll take a lot of. I mean, the thing is though, you don't have enough paper. I mean, this is a whole wall of this thing, and it's like high. I mean, it would take like 60 pieces of paper, and then you have to figure out how they all went, and number them.
Right.
It would be it'd be a thing. It'd be a whole thing, as they say.
There's still that iron cabinet that we.
Oh yeah.
There's still the iron cabinet.
Well, obviously
So
Wiggs
that-
isn't checking it out, so let's.
Yeah. It's already like, so.
He's wigging out.
I'm still in vampire mode. I got to play.
Too.
All right. So, who is checking the cabinet now?
Well, if you
That's
guys want,
all.
I'll do my usual like up, down, behind. Make sure there's no like it's gonna explode.
Give that a look. See.
I got a 13.
It looks good to you. You don't see anything problematic about this particular.
This looks great.
cabinet.
And is a cabinet like opening like doors or drawers?
It's got like two doors that you sort of like pull open, like a smallish armoire style.
All right, so I'll like sign to them to move out of the way, and when I open it, like I'm not gonna stand in front of it. I'm gonna open it and go with the door. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. All right, gotcha. You open it up, staying carefully out of the range of whatever. As far as the door goes, and nothing happens. But inside, you see that there's a lot of interesting bits in there.
Guys, there's interesting bits in here.
It's the supply cabinet. That's where you get
It
the
is a supply
clips.
cat. There is. So there are okay. There are a couple of so no one really has astronomy or astrology as a background. So there are a bunch of weird silver instruments here that you don't know what they do. There are silver frames, little rods, things that seem to be graduated that have like numbers on them, a round thing with all these holes poked in it of different sizes. You don't know, but there's a whole bunch of it though, all made of silver.
Does anything look like it'll help us open up the big door? The night door?
I mean, nothing seems to be shaped like a key or anything like that. So there's that. But also in here, there are these great big glass, sort of like circles of glass, like several of them. They're great big, it looks like there's 5 of them.
Like telescope lenses?
Like great big oversized telescope lenses.
Are they all about the same size?
No, you can see that they are just like the interior of that thing. There are some that are smaller, and there's clearly like they're actually sat in a little purpose-built wooden spot in there, like little wooden slots, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the lenses seem to be like small, larger, largest, all the way up, and it like the interior of the giant telescope that y'all recently slid down. It gets smaller as it gets towards the bottom.
Look, toys.
So the biggest is like 6 foot, and like maybe 5'8", 5'6", 5'4", and 5 foot wide. You know.
So like the bacon fat people had mentioned something about restoring discs. Yeah, besides the night door.
They said that to destroy the evil, they believed that you needed a celestial disc. But they don't know what they are or what they look like, but just that in their lore that the celestial discs are there and they must be used to destroy the great evil that hides in the garden.
Someone just said that one day, and then they all stuck with that. We don't know what it is, but you need it.
Right?
Maybe this would be a good way though to get like better contact with Shul though, right? She's a celestial body.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should at least make an effort to set up the telescope.
Although I'm not really a telescope repairman. Does anyone feel
I
that
think
they
we
have...
just gotta drop them in, right? Just push them there.
How hard could it be?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You push them till they don't go any further, and then you leave them there.
Does anybody have like a mending type spell or?
Wood weirding. I don't think that's gonna help here.
Probably not. Probably just make it worse.
Yep.
Could make it worse. Could make it worse. I mean, what do y'all do? What are y'all gonna do?
So that's it for this cabinet, right?
There's no instruction manual.
No, but I'll tell you what though, like it looks fairly intuitive, and I will say, Tim, your thief, it's not that different from the kind of mechanism that you might see inside of like a huge oversized lock or a trap. You think, you know, it'll be tricky and it'll be climbing and involve some stuff, but you think it's doable?
You guys want me to give it a shot?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to take you a little bit of time, but it is doable. Go ahead, Tim. Please make me a.
So just to make sure, what I want to do is, because I do have a -1 check penalty for my armor, and since I'm going up there just to do work, I want to take all that off, and the only thing I'm going to have with me is my dagger. I'm going to take my sack, everything out, and just kind of wrap the plates so they don't break inside of like my bedroll and stuff, and just have my sack with my bedroll, my thieves' tools, and the dagger, and that's it. Just a better
stash
kinda,
it.
yeah.
Everything else stashed. All right, I got you.
Oh,
All right,
I
cool.
got to have that lantern with me too to be able to see.
Yeah. It'll be tricky without there. All right. So you can go ahead and give me a disabled trap check, which this is not a trap, but this is how we're gonna, educate it with this particular.
Luckily, I have a +10 to this roll, so let's see how we do. That's a 25.
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't even take you that long. Like once you get up there, it's like you put it in, you kind of like, squeeze it through, you just set it, and you're like, oh, that's easy. Clink, clink, clink. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you get down to the bottom. It actually doesn't even take you an hour to go ahead and get all of that done. And you feel like it's set in like when you get the last one in, you sort of slide down there. You can see where it looks pretty set.
Nice. All right, I get all my stuff back on while one of these guys who's smarter than me can look into it, or maybe Phoebe since it's a celestial thing.
Yeah, I'm happy to take a look. Not sure I'll know anything.
All right. You are going to go up there and take a look. When you do. All right, you look through there, and here is what you see. Phoebe, you get it. You're no astronomer. You can write down you got a D14 check. That's canon at this point. We can't take it away. But you can see that there is a straight, like in shocking clarity with this amazing telescope now being redone. You can see that there is a weird green planet there, like in the center. This thing is centered on this weird green planet, but also you can see that there are sets of constellations around the outside of them, magnificent constellations that you've never. Well, they look similar to the ones that were downstairs, actually. Like that's what they look. Like the ones, not the purple planet side, but the other side with Yig, I think it was called, or yeah. They look like some of them look familiar to that.
All right. Well, I will obviously relay this information as I'm learning it.
Cool. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating. Like you're you couldn't see any of this from the sky outside, but through the lens of this telescope, it's like, oh, you can almost make out details in this weird green planet.
Are the worm people reacting to us doing this?
They're all kind of hanging back and watching and sniveling and leaving greasy trails of opal behind them. But that's from the description. I didn't make that up. But they're all kind of like, they're very excited that you're doing stuff. And they're kind of like, waiting to see what you're going to do next.
Is there a way to move the telescope?
No, it is built into the crystal part of the ceiling.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like it does not look like it can swivel.
And there was no spell or anything by that side of the wall, right? It was just on the other one.
Yeah, the one side, the side of the purple planet actually had a full ritual there built into it. It's hard to see, and the only reason Septus saw it is because of his read languages spell, because you had to kind of like read into the whole section. The other side, this would have been the constellations you see through the telescope are not from that side, but from the other side, and all surrounding the planet, which I think was Yig.
Yig.
That's a weird word for me. Yig.
I think it was Yag.
Yag probably is. Yeah, it is Yag. Y-A-G. Watch me get that wrong another 100 times. By the end of this, I'll be like Planet Yalfloff from that. So.
What was the last one we had? I couldn't.
Jeffagotapus or something?
Yeah.
Shafagordas?
Yeah,
That one.
Jeffagordas.
God. If I had time, somebody out there should just make a supercut of me mispronouncing words. It'll be 3 hours long and, just funny.
I'd watch.
So with these creepy worm dudes watching us, I'm gonna be like, okay, what now? We've repaired your sight glass. What?
You have. Do you see?
We see a green planet.
See? Perhaps that is the key to our salvation, our deliverance.
Wait, a green planet? Is that the garden?
No, the garden is here. The garden is here. It is nearby. We have a way of reaching the garden. We can take you there.
The night door. Yeah.
No, it's like we have tunnels that will take you to the garden.
So the night door doesn't lead to the garden. Remind me again, what was the?
This is behind the night door. Our legend has it that behind the night door, there is all that one needs to destroy the evil that dwells in the garden.
I feel like we should have investigated that first, maybe.
Or just
let's investigate it before we go to the garden anyway.
Yeah. I feel like you could point at a pebble with these people and they'd be like, that's our salvation, like everything.
They are a little sad. They're a little sad.
All right, bacon worms, show us the way.
All right, so they slather on down to the night door, and I will describe it again. You stand before a massive door wrought from polished black stone, smooth surface stamped with tiny silver flecks that glimmer unnaturally like stars in an alien sky. Its entire surface seemingly alive with the energy of lost eons. There are no handles or fixtures, no bolt nor catch.
Is there a green planet in the constellations on the door?
You know what? You don't see the you don't see a green planet, but those constellations that you saw, the same constellations that you saw through the telescope and the ones you saw on that one wall in there are absolutely pictured here. And Brad, with your comprehend language, having checked them out with that, you can actually see the order in which, like, there's a numerical order to them as presented from the other thing. They're ranked in orders of magnitude as far as the brightness of their stars.
And are they in order on this wall, or are they out of order?
They're in the same order here as they are in the sky, but the numbering system was just sort of built into that ritual, or into the descriptors of the things.
So if we maybe touch them, right? Or maybe like
start with either the biggest or the smallest.
Are we doing reverse luminosity or actual luminosity or?
Yeah.
I would say go small to big.
How is it listed on the
Yeah.
list?
Big to small.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back
I
to small.
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
All right, Seth,
There's an
you
order.
feeling lucky?
Here, I'll
Yes.
do it. I'll touch. I'll start. Yeah.
We all have to do it at the same time?
Oh, I see.
You could tell Dak which ones to touch, but you're gonna go ahead and touch those things in order as they are broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll
will
start
direct
with-
it. I will direct Ernie to the right order.
Okay, so you tell Ernie
Where-
which ones to press, and Ernie is going to press them in the correct order. Yeah, so sure
I
enough,
touch-
yeah, you Ernie, you touch those things in the order from the brightest order of magnitude all the way down there to the lowest order of magnitude. Keeping in mind those very smart sounding things that Phoebe mentioned as far as luminosity, just flew right over my head. Yeah, when you do that, yeah, sure enough, the whole thing recedes into the wall, and all of the worm creatures like, it is true, the prophecy, ah! And the cry goes up and down the hall. They're very pleased with what you have done there, and you are looking into a room here beyond this. The room stands that's the wrong one. Beyond the heavy iron door lies a bed chamber of bygone luxury, an ornate marble couch. Sorry, I'm having a freak out here. An ornate marble couch festooned in moldering hides rests behind a delicately carved armoire. A grand mural of a grim-faced man bedecked in bright scarlet cassock graces the far wall, a lavish comet-shaped amulet strung about his neck.
Have you seen this guy before, or is he familiar to us at all?
Not this particular guy, no.
Bacon.
I'm sorry, what
Bacon
shape
worms.
was this?
Wait, say it again?
You said it was a something shaped amulet?
Comet shape.
A comet shape.
Comet. Thank you.
Are there any other doors in this room, or it's just its own room?
Are there any other doors? I think this is this is the dead end. This room is.
Well, I mean, I'll start going in to inspect all this stuff, but I'll ask one of the bacon worm. Who is this man?
Oh, they all look at them and they're like, they have a moment of like, they all look at each other. His face so familiar. Our transformation has tampered with our memories. I'm sorry.
What exactly transformed you? Did it happen all at once?
Yes, we are all transformed, and we are all.
But what did it?
We do not know. It's the something in the garden has done this to us, but we appear here. But it's whatever it does, it affects our minds, our very persons. I had a name. I was a person once. I was like you, so long ago.
Forrester hops onto the ornate sofa and takes a swig of beef stew from his flask and says, "Sounds rough."
No, I
It
try to
is
get there
rough.
before. I try to get to that couch before Forrester does.
You guys rush over to the couch.
My initiative is 19.
All
Yeah,
right.
well, you guys got the couch. I got the remote. So
All right. Yeah.
He's
the
standing in
couch-
front of the TV, though.
All right, now, guys.
You did say there's an armoire, right?
There is an armor. Yes.
All right, I'll do the
Yeah,
same
I
as last
assumed-
time.
I assume Anatole was going to take care of that.
Go
I'll take care
ahead
of the couch.
and give me that check there.
10 plus, so 16. That's the fine trap check, 16.
Find traps check and 16. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't find any in there. Looks good to you. We open it up.
I don't like the way you said that.
No.
But I
Don't
will.
you?
But I will open it up. Yes, by doing the
Who
same
was
thing.
the first to put their hand on it?
Yeah.
All right, no. You open it up and you see a thing.
Everyone, tell me where you are. No.
Also, I like that
So-
Jim said, "Isn't Comet shaped just a rock?"
It's got a tail on it, Jim.
Like the
Come on.
NBC's, the NBC or ABC. What logo is that?
Oh, the more you know.
The more you, oh yeah.
It's, ooh,
I think
I
that's
don't know.
NBC. NBC's the Peacock, but I think they also do the more you know.
Hey everyone, this is
CBS
weird pintle thing in here, whatever this may
Yes,
be.
you see a thing inside there. Whoa.
Astrolab.
Yeah.
Dang.
Or a crossbow.
That is inside. That is inside the armoire.
I say I've seen that before. That is definitely a pie holder.
Also inside there is a red leather journal of some kind.
I'm gonna give it to Septus since he might still be able to read it.
Nah, that was a while back. Remember, you fixed the.
Took an hour to.
Oh,
set
yeah,
it back
no,
up.
I'll tell you what though, you recognize, so you got a 16 on your read languages check. This is the same language it looks like to you. You can actually it would take some study, but you can actually figure out what's going on with this book if you wanted to.
I want to.
All right. So either Anatol can cast a spell again, or you could, or Anatol can spend some time studying it, and as he's already made this check for this language.
All right, I'll start studying it, and if Septus wants to see what he gets on his check while I'm studying it.
I
Sure.
totally will do that. I rolled a 24.
Yeah, big time. All right. So so here's the quick version. Okay. So
But
this
before you do that, I'm going to lay out on the couch and read the book.
And Brendan, instead of the quick version, just go ahead and give it to us word for word.
okay. Dear diary. Oh my God. Nancy is such a jerk. No, okay. And then it gets in 3 days later, he starts thinking about the stars. No, here is what you discover from looking through the diary. You learn the following, okay? So the name of the priest in the mural, are we all grabbing cats here? Oh, Trokio was asleep. I don't have the heart to wake him
Hi,
up.
baby.
Brendan, you didn't meet Prismo. You had already moved by then, I think.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, was he a barn cat?
No, my barn cats are still in the barn, and they still hate people. This
Still
is an
hate you?
actual. Yeah, this is an actual rescue house cat.
Hi, buddy.
Who just actually meowed? I heard a meow.
That was
Yeah,
Prismo.
same.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I didn't see his mouth move.
Let's see
He's
how it
got
plays
my
in
interest.
She
person.
doesn't like being on camera, so she's doing the annoyed, no mouth moving meow.
I get it. I get it.
She can throw her meow.
My cat's just making out with the lamp. Oh, he stopped.
She's
Well,
so
that's
cute
what-
and choppered.
Oh, look.
Someone just handed me one. A
I
very
can't-
angry one.
Are we all grabbing cats? I'm not
Yeah.
grabbing Trokio. He's
I just got thrown at me. I was not expecting
Brad has a beautiful cat.
Brad, what a tail it's got there.
Not gonna ask what that is, Brad.
It was a
Brad,
pen.
that better be for a hurt shoulder, Brad.
Yeah, it's a personal massager.
It was a pen.
All right, so
It was a
So,
cheesy Hanukkah gift.
wow, awesome.
A very
All right,
happy
so-
Hanukkah indeed.
To all of us, really, to all of us. So this is what you see. Oh, you know what? One more thing too. You know what? Let me make a roll here. I gotta pull your character. I gotta look at my notes real quick. Oh, nice, 19. Hey, Wiggs.
Yo.
So the where that mural is, there is
Mhm.
some kind of secret door built into that mural. You just walk past it and get like the tingle. You know what I'm saying?
I tell everyone there's a secret door, and is it locked?
You don't see how to open it. It looks tricky, but like you can tell there's a space back there, but you're not sure how to open it up. But let me let me break the diary down though first, just while I got everyone's while I have your attention. All right, so the priest in the mural is Hastian the Red, the prime astromancer of the cult of the Comet. They call themselves the Temple of the Comet, actually, in the book. He led his people to renounce their gods and wage a holy war against all of the faiths within their great city. Temples were raised, monuments pulled down, and devotees put to the sword, all in the name of the great comet that blazed across the heavens. Built upon the bloody wages of rebellion, he erected the mountaintop observatory, which he named the Cathedral of the Comet, then constructed the great telescope known as the Eye of God. So you're in the Cathedral of the Comet now, and the Eye of God is the telescope that you guys came down through, okay? He said that they invented and then used these things called celestial discs. And using these celestial discs, he and his followers called down the fiery comet from the sky, thinking that it was God, like essentially like, trying to bring God down to the planet with them. Only to realize too late that the comet contained a creature from beyond the void, an abomination from the outer dark with a hunger for mortal souls.
Hey, can I see your ticket? Oh no, the guy who caught it right on the comment. Sorry.
No tickets, no worries. But it says that his people in the city were destroyed, and the very fabric of the universe was torn from the devastation of the impact, forever closing the world from this section of the world to the true gods. So that is what you read from there.
When it said the true name, it says, they called the true. Did it actually say the true name of the comet or the?
No, just that. Just that he's a horrifying monster inside there that is going to, devouring the faithful. Who, the end is like, we brought it here, and now it feasts upon our flesh, and and takes our souls in. What shall become of us? What shall become of us? There is no way out. There is. Then he writes, no, he didn't.
Why am I still writing this while they're tearing me apart?
The window.
Karma.
Yeah. So that is what you see.
Oh.
Does it say anything about what the metal contraption is?
I'm assuming it's going to plug into whatever's out there.
This metal contraption?
Yeah.
It does not say. Would it have a? No, but you know what though? In there, it does describe astrolabes, and you realize that this is an astrolabe that is meant for celestial. It will allow people to use heavenly bodies to navigate across great distances with very, very good accuracy if you know how to use it. And it looks, I will say that you're able to glean the basics of working one from going through the diary, like just like you get it as a concept, like how it should go and how to adjust it.
Does anyone have a sailing background?
Navigation, sailor, Shamand. I sail the 7 seas.
Yeah,
says Ernie.
I make up some story, but I am pretty sure that we're going to need this thing to go and find the garden.
Or
That's
we
what
could
I'm
just
thinking,
take
yeah.
the worm
So we'll
people
take it.
tunnels.
I'll take it with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe to make our way back from the garden. If they're going to take us
that
to
could be
there.
Yeah. All right. So who's going to carry it?
How
carry
big
it.
is it?
It is. I mean, you could hold it in your hands. The only thing is, it's delicate. It looks like it would. You would hate to drop this thing and see what.
The
happens.
wizard's perfect, I think, since the wizard shouldn't be getting to any.
I'll
physical-
wrap it up in something and put it in my backpack or whatever.
Cool.
They didn't leave the case for this thing around here.
Yeah. No. Where the hell is the?
People have no respect for things anymore.
Right.
Where's the otter case?
Yeah. Yeah. Usually that stuff's in fancy
Well,
boxes.
if you have one of these things, you want to show it off. Hashtag that astrolabe though.
Did you say something about a secret door to Wiggs?
Yeah, Wiggs believes that there is some kind of a secret chamber or a panel or something beyond this room.
So not in this room.
No, behind the mural though.
Oh.
Do the eyes move on the mural as we move around the room?
No, mine hunter. I'm going to see where it's looking to see.
Wiggs,
So
you
I
think-
point out exactly where it is. I don't know how to open it. There's
Yeah.
just like a
It's
space
just behind. There's like the actual comet is there, and it's like seems to be just behind that comet.
So like either push it or use the astrolabe maybe to like see through it. Maybe it's an illusion. Maybe that's what the astrolabe's for. First, I'll try and poke it and just see if if I press the comet, if anything happens.
Man, you press that comet and suddenly there's a noise and opens up a secret vault. A slab of stone swings out and there's a space behind there with some stuff in there.
Vorpal sword.
2 of them. Two-handed.
Like stuff and
No.
things.
There is a kind of a holy garb in there, like a sacred vested with a bunch of images of little comets on there, like all over it. And also inside there is a metal strongbox.
That's the case. We were looking for the case.
Could be the case.
I'm imagining the robe looking like a roller rink carpet kind of vision, you know?
Couple of
That
skits.
like-
Oh.
70s disco is what you're trying to say.
Sure.
Y'all know, dude, that was like my when I discovered the roller rink and the disco, that was a big part of my childhood, y'all. Y'all want to see what it was like for me in 1978? Watch Roll Bounce, but only the first couple of minutes when they're at the crappy roller rink.
Want to see what it was like for me in 1978? Watch a movie with a baby pooping itself.
Well, and this is the moment where me and Haley can play the same game where we weren't
Yeah.
even alive in 78.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's nice that at 40 I can feel like the young one as well.
it.
Like me and Haley are the babies. Even though I'm twice her age. But
I feel like I was in my last incarnation in 78.
Yeah.
So like older than all y'all.
Yeah, I was born in
You
80.
think you're an old soul, Carmen? Fair enough. All right, kids. This is so there's a metal strongbox in there.
All right, I'll take all this stuff out and put it on the floor.
Actually, okay, you take out the vestment and the strongbox. The strongbox, when you take it out, it rattles enticingly.
Break it. Break it. Not
All
being
right.
able to communicate with my God has made me lose my mom skills, and I'm just.
Is it locked, Brendan?
It is
Can I
locked. Yeah,
knock on
it's
the
locked.
lockbox?
The lockbox is locked, and there is a lock.
Allow me.
All right, Anatole. This
I
one's
will
for all
stand
the.
back.
This one's for all the marbles.
I'm gonna make sure it's not trapped first, if I can. If anything I can discern from the outside.
All right. Yeah, give me a check trap roll.
13.
13. Dude, I'm gonna get like Kojo-ish. You okay with that final answer? You all right with that? No. It's a. You don't find any traps out of 13.
All right.
Think.
All right, I'm gonna trust myself and open lock.
Open it.
17.
You know what? 17 gets it open. It's ancient. I mean, like it's rusty, but it finally opens up, and inside, this box is filled with rubies. 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 In fact, there is more money's worth of rubies in here than all of the money you have gotten from your entire rest of your adventuring career to this date. You're certain of it. This is more money than y'all have ever
We're
seen.
rich, y'all.
There's a glow coming out of here. Like this is your first real payday, and all of your
Turn
stuff.
around and get out now.
Yeah, time to go.
Well, we
That's
can't.
fine.
That's the
The
problem.
glass and the lenses, you're
Yeah.
stuck. So
The only way out is through.
Let's put on some old lady's face and open up an inn. Because it's time to retire.
I would normally want to say we stashed this, but there's no telling that we're going to come back here. So
yeah,
we probably
no,
have
this
to
is
like,
another dimension.
yeah. How heavy is this lockbox?
Put the rubies in a bag.
I mean, it's heavy, but like I'll say it's like 20 pounds.
It's a lot of gems.
It's a lot. It's like we're in the money. Like we're in. It's like that many gems. Like
Does the lockbox seem to be adding a bunch of weight to this, or is that mostly gem weight?
I mean, that's like a few pounds of lockbox.
We could just give each person like 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, that works.
That way one person isn't like lugging around 20 pounds of rocks.
Yeah, it's like carrying it by.
Yeah. So everyone can add to your
Nice
character
house.
sheet that you have 1/6 of the rubies from area 2/6. Oh, Pomoros.
Do we have like a gold piece value of all these rubies?
I know I want to make you know what? Actually, Anatol, if you want to, I will give you a full D20 wheelhouse check, intelligence plus your character level.
It's not great. It's a 10.
I mean, it's certainly thousands, but how much thousands you don't know.
You know, these things are subjective depending on who you're trying to sell them to. But if we were to go to my contact in the capital, maybe.
Yeah, you want to bring it to Havador. You want to sell these to like these have gotten Esteban is like your man for this kind of stuff. He's always, you know.
Yeah.
Have to watch the minerals market.
All right. Well, as much as I enjoyed that, do we need the Comet amulet and the robe? We think.
You can take the robe with you.
Do you want to try
It
it on?
can't hurt, at least for like infiltrating something, possibly. Right?
Yep.
Plus, like, we could use it to wrap up the astrolabe for further protection.
Oh yeah, you
guys
can
do-
wrap the astrolabe in it. Yeah.
Are there any like anything hidden in pockets or anything like that?
Are there anything in pockets? No, it doesn't really have pockets. Like I say, it's more like it's like the mantle that a priest would wear over his regular gear when he's doing priestly stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the word for it? I will use its proper term, which is, he said, scrolling down,
Not a
stalling, a cassock.
Yeah.
It's a cassock.
Since
Maybe I should wear it. We can hide Forrester under it. That's like a surprise attack.
Like, say hello to my little friend.
Vincent adult man action.
Since we're getting a whole bunch of new stuff that we're taking with us, maybe detect evil might be a good idea. See if there's any bad magic.
Sure.
Do we,
You can
do you think?
Yeah, if you cast it big enough, we could hang out, we could look around.
Give it a roll.
I just don't want to reach for that amulet and then have everything go.
Roll me at a D20 first, though.
Yeah. So first, that's a 9. And for
Pretty
the
sure
actual-
Anatol already
Oh,
grabbed it.
okay. Did he already grab it?
I grabbed it. I just didn't put it on yet.
Okay. For the actual roll, let's see, 13, or wait. Yeah, 13. New dice are hard to read in the dark.
Right.
18 detect evil. Sorry. Wasn't
Yeah.
prepared. 18, range of 120. All creatures are automatically detected as well as objects inherently dangerous. Traps, cursed weapons, and such.
Gotcha. You know what? You're used to having to like work over the baseline of the rune blade, but now that that's out of the picture, yeah, this place does not radiate evil. The rubies do not. The astrolabe does not. The cassock does not. Nor does a strong box. JIC, if you want to bring it with you. Yeah, none of the stuff is inherently evil. You don't believe.
A lot from here on out.
Do you guys want to put the astrolabe in the strong box? So it's protected? Or does it fit? Brendan?
Give me a luck check, Anatol. For Anatol. Since you asked.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll fit. All right. You pack the astrolabe up in the side there. No problem. So what are you gonna do?
Bacon worms, show us the way to the garden. Unless there's something else in here that we would want to investigate first.
There's one more door that's just sort of like off in the hallway that no one has checked out first. If you wanted to go over there and investigate it.
All right, into SOP, find traps. I only got 9, but I'm not going to sweat it too much. I'll check and see if the door is locked.
Oh, okay. Door is not locked.
I will do the whole open and push if I can and not go in, just kind of like
Sure.
from it, you know.
You open it up and light, just blinding light streams out of the door. Wow! And the whole hallway, the whole place is lit up now.
Oh my god. What's in there, bacon worm?
We never opened the door before because we have no hands.
Night door, day door.
Yeah, they're not sure. They don't know what's in there. But But as your eyes eventually adjust, and it's very, very bright in there still. We're gonna go in there and take a look, or
I mean, from the doorway, even though it's very bright, can I make out any shapes
Sure.
at all before we just go?
oh yeah, from the doorway you can see that there's the main thing in this room is a large mural depicting red-robed priests, each with a strange disc held high above their heads, covering the curved walls. In the chamber's center, atop a carven marble altar, rests one of the very discs depicted in the mural, a concave metal dish, parabolic in shape and no larger than a warrior's shield.
Mm.
So where's the light coming from?
Oh, you look up, like in the interior, there's crystals all over the ceiling, glowing yellow crystals that are apparently the source of all of this light.
Oh, but it's not like the sun peeking like a.
Oh,
not-
no. You're deep underground. You're at least 100 feet underground.
Takeable crystals? Asking for a friend?
They're like, it looks like this was sort of built under, imagine like it's like built under a giant geode. So if you could get up there and kind of like hammer some down, maybe.
I'm thinking that we're supposed to get the disc that's. Where's it pointed right now? Is it just pointed right at the door? Is the light coming down onto that and then pointed at anything?
No, it's definitely refracting light off of it, but it's not like, it's kind of going in a generalized area around the room rather than being like a pointing to the spot on the map where the holy whatever chamber is, or
In the mural, is it like, where are the priests standing in? Like, are they standing in a garden or in a certain room?
Or on a cliff?
You know what? They are standing on the plains, and they're kind of like all sort of like holding these things up, as if they were in supplication to the ceiling. Like they're all kind of like, holding their circles up there in praise up there towards the glowing yellow crystals.
And so it doesn't appear that they have a focus other than what is coming in. And so the thing in the middle, it's a statue. What'd you say it was?
It's a little altar with the disc sitting on top of it.
Oh, it's just sitting on top of it.
Yeah, just sitting there.
And how many priests are there?
Huh. Let me see if this way.
Like, I wonder if you could grab the parabolic bold disc thing. If somebody just stands there and catches the light and sees, and if we could see if we could direct it somewhere. I don't know.
Ernie, you want to try it?
Yeah.
All right. You pick it up. It's
Okay,
certainly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you had a thing. Go ahead.
No, I did it. Yeah. I was gonna have Anatol check for traps first, but it's fine.
Why would we bother with that?
Traps.
Fine.
That's what hit points are for.
Yeah.
You hold it up and kind of, the light certainly shines off of it, but it doesn't it's not focused or directed. It's just kind of a general, shiny thing that you're holding up and kind of splashes light all over the place. But it doesnn't you can use it to kind of make a light that'll sort of follow around the ground. But you know what, the worm things are all super excited, and they're like, the disc, he has found the celestial disc.
Does this go on the telescope? I asked them.
They look at each other. The disc is what must be used to destroy the evil in the garden.
But do we just show it to them?
Is it like
And
a throwing?
They
motion?
kind of
a-
they kind of
Do we put it in a player and just turn up the volume real loud?
it's
I think the final
it's-
battle will be settled by Ultimate Frisbee.
Death by laser disc.
Yes.
if it is ultimate frisbee, if it's anything like it was when I remember it, Jeff, I hope you have some of that pipe weed left over, because you can't. There's only one way to play disc weed.
Otherwise,
what
you're
you
just
call it.
walking around the park.
Otherwise, oh my God. Whenever I used to go to get the Renaissance Festival, we used to go out there and work at this one park, and you just walked past where the frisbee golf place was, you'd be like, what's going on over there? It'd be like, like you were next door neighbors with the Black Crows, or fish.
You gotta throw that in there for Joseph.
I know. I had to think he got a fish mug for Christmas, so that's pretty cool, I think.
What is the celestial disc made of? Is it just like a mirror surface, or is it?
I thought you said it was parabolic.
Yeah, I will describe it again. It is a concave metal disc, parabolic in shape, and no
Yeah.
larger than a warrior's shield.
Yeah. So
Um,
anything with a
reflective?
parabolic will have a center point if you put it in the light.
Yeah.
But is it reflective?
It's very reflective. Yes.
So I have an idea. I just want to try something. I take Anatol's lantern and try and like close the bullseye some more so that I can focus it on the center to see what happens.
Okay,
See
when
if we
you
get-
do that, yeah, that gives you a very coherent, not like laser, it's just a lantern, but a very coherent sort of bounce of light comes off of that, that you could sort of like direct along the ground if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I were to take out my mirrorized shield and hold it up next to this thing, do they look the same?
That's really interesting.
It should be the opposite.
Yeah, it would be the opposite direction. So it would be like,
Okay.
suddenly y'all start hearing the beginnings of the Dark Side of the Moon album starting to play. Oh, that you. Sorry.
I'll make it go like narrow beam again, and I'm gonna shine it
Yep.
on Forrester's junk and be like, ha ha.
All right, so
I was gonna say, do we want some of the glowing rocks? Because that seems like a useful tool for the future. Is like glowing rocks.
I don't think we'll be able to get them.
How high is the ceiling?
ceiling in here is, it says huge. I will say it's 40 feet up and kind of
Oh, man.
dome shaped. It's huge, so I'm having to guess here.
But
Huge.
that's like the source of light in this space is coming from this.
Yeah. These crystals are all glowy.
I'm guessing we're just gonna need this later.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I mean,
I'll-
yeah, definitely.
yeah, put it in a sack.
And that was it in here, right, Brendan?
Yeah, that's the only thing else that you see in here. Yeah.
How badly do you want glowing crystals?
Ooh. Someone's fixing to blow something up.
You're gonna
Sorry,
compromise
Connor
the.
came in here. I very much want glowing crystals.
You're gonna.
Wait, I'm the responsible one. Never mind. No,
You don't have to be though.
it's not. We're just gonna head out. It's fine.
Okay, all right. We're not gonna eat anything or touch anything.
Yep. No eating things.
No
missing
avalanche,
things.
no cave-in.
Exactly. We're just gonna head through
Fine.
the tunnels like
Oh.
normal adults.
Gotcha. All right. So, are you going to, so they're all in awe that you have found the celestial disc. They don't know what it means or how to work it, but they're sure. And they're like, yes, we can take you to the garden. You can destroy the evil. You can save us. You can allow us to go on to the next world.
Purple one.
Before we go out there, does anyone want to wear the cassock to maybe if to disguise ourselves or?
I mean, not to meta, but I have a really good personality. I'm a priest, so I know how to act like one. I might be the best one to fake being a
Yeah.
comet priest.
And I mean, if I have to do any kind of, I can help with disguise.
Yeah.
All right. You want to throw the cassock on over your armor?
Yeah, and I'm gonna hide my holy symbol like in my armor and just not have it directly visible.
Putting the lunar aside for the comet. I don't know. What's your luck right now?
Shul knows what's up. It's a 13.
Oh, actually, Shul can't see in here, so you're good.
Exactly.
You're good.
She's off.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
hilarious.
when the cat's away, the mice will play.
and you know she'll understand.
I'm bringing her light here. Gotta do what you gotta do to bring the light.
True.
So are you gonna put on the Comet amulet too? I think you
I
have
hate.
to.
I really hate to do it, but I think I have to.
Okay, I think the comet amulet was just. Did you guys actually have a comet amulet, or was that just part of the mural?
Oh,
Oh, was it just part
Yeah, I
of
think the amulet and the
I thought it was found in the closet
was
with the
like-
cassock and the strong box.
no, the only thing in there is the cassock. The cassock's got comets all over it. That's the
Okay.
comet part.
Okay.
There was a
Comet
comet
themed.
Yeah, there's a comet in the
In the mural with the
mural that was the touch thing that opened up the secret door too. There's a lot of comments going on here. They big on them.
they have a theme. They're consistent, right? It's like,
Yeah.
You know.
all right,
love
bacon
that.
worm people, show us the way to this garden.
All right, so they will take you down. Yeah, they have subterranean tunnels. They take you there. You travel through these tunnels for a long, long, long way. You got to crawl through a lot of them because they're just teeny tiny. It takes you hours to get there until finally, when you get to like kind of a wide spot, and they're all like, "We can go no further. There, this way. Follow this out, and it will lead you to the garden. Thank you for even attempting this. If you die, we will never forget you.
If we what?
If you die, we will never forget you."
You forget
Pretty
everything. It's
Pretty
fine.
We do.
Oh yeah. Like set
Yeah,
up a
who do
temple
they-
to Shul down here.
Who do they worship?
You know what? They remember. You asked them that, and they say that they remember that they worshiped the old gods from before, but that those now they've been cut off for so long, they don't even remember who those gods were. Only that they worship the real gods,
Oh
not
my
the
gosh.
beast that came down with the comet.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that when Anatol was building the telescope, I gave him a little lesson. on
Give me
the
a roll.
tripod.
Yeah, give me a roll. Personality, wheelhouse, personality plus your level.
Let's see.
Give me a 9 or better. These guys are hungry for info.
18.
Shul must deliver us from the evil. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of new grubby worshipers who, I want to make sure I get this right. I'm going to read it one last time before I go further. Who,
Can't you bank these worshippers for future disapprovals?
Only.
who are trailing greasy awful in their wake. I just want to make sure I got that last time. Greasy awful trailing, but now they're all about Shul. They are all like they're begging for Shul to come and take them on to the next place. And
Shul welcomes all, whether you're bacon worm people or not.
all right. Yeah, they're excited. They're all all about it, all ready to do it. So yeah, so you they take it. So you guys go the rest of the way down this tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the tunnel, like if you can picture it, at the end of the tunnel, there's like a wall of green there, where there's all these like vines. So you get to like actually press through someone's topiary in order to get out of this tunnel and into the area beyond it. Yeah, when you finally go past it, yes, you pass through and into you pass through a green wall of untamed wilderness, jungle-like in its vitality, with climbing vines and gigantic boles, thick with vegetation and fraught with the oppressive odors of lush growth. Yet, despite the surrounding verdigris, the air is hauntingly still and silent. There are no birds, no insects, no whisper of leaves. Only a baleful and ghostly silence greets you. That is what you see when you pop out into there. So it's not a huge space, okay? There's not that much here when you pop out, but right where you are, so like right in front of you, you see that there is a little old man who is raking up stuff, who like is sort of there by himself. And he looks up just like as you guys come out, you're like, within 30 feet of him, and he says, he sees you. He's going to describe him. So he's at the edge of an open glade. Beyond him is a mud and wattle shack overgrown with creepers and vines, squats pitifully in the mud. A thin finger of smoke rises slowly from its crumbling chimney. On the other side of the clearing, beneath the shade of a colossal tree, a stooped and white-haired man drags a rake across a freshly sown garden. Noticing you, the old man ceases his labors and greets you with a friendly wave. Hey, you are safe now, all of you, safe. Please come and let me see to your wounds. The waste can be a terrible and unforgiving place. I know. Rest and be at peace. You no longer need to fear.
Distrust. Sus. No.
Ernie, hold up the disc. I'm gonna shine the light on his junk and see what happens.
You want me to do that now? All right, fine. It's like now? Okay.
All right. You hold that disc up and like he is shocked to see it. He's like, you don't need that thing here. That's there's no need of that here. This is a place of safety, a place of leave that behind.
Yeah.
And put that behind you and leave it and come forth.
Yeah.
Let me see who you are.
Yeah, sure. I smile and I wink over at the Anatol.
Yeah, I'll open the lantern up behind it and like.
And I try to aim it towards them.
All right. You kind of aim it like. That's a good question.
Like when someone has their phone in the car or something, they can get the light just
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Stop.
Anatol was up front and I was, we had a plan. We gave this some thought.
Like he, he's like, you shining on him, there's no real effect. And he is like, oh, that old thing, you don't need that here. I know that there are legends that surround the garden, but trust me, this is a place of safety and come inside. You must be hungry. Let me feed you. And let us talk. Let us have palaver here in my humble abode.
What does the sky look like?
Yeah.
From here, the sky looks just like it did outside, gray and ashy and awful, and just like you think you're actually at that garden that you can only see from the horizon. The sky looks exactly the same here as it did throughout the entire place.
Is there like a tree line or a brush line that surrounds?
There's actually there's a jungle. It's all jungly all the way around. There's vines and little trees.
Jungle.
Yeah, but in the very center, there's one huge tree right in the middle. It's just enormous tree.
How far away are we from that? How far away is the
You're
shack
about
from there?
like so you're on one side of the field. There's the field, and like catty corner to it. Maybe like you're about like 70 feet away from that tree.
Oh.
This is gonna sound a little pyromaniac arsonisty, but fire.
Y'all are wanting to get into it. Seriously. So what do we do? The old man is like, no, you don't need that here. Come and
I mean, before fire, like, could you cast like detect evil on him or the garden?
Yeah,
Also, I'd like to ask him, why are you so concerned about our golden plate?
He says, I'm not concerned. It's been so long since I've seen anyone. It's so good to see other people.
But we have so many things. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
But we have so many things with us. Why is this the one object that you are focused on?
You were holding it up at me. I thought you wished.
I'm also bearing this beautiful clock at you, and you said nothing about the clock that I have here.
My eyes. Is that a clock? I can't. Come forward. Come. I can't see it.
Are you Hastian?
Hastian. He says, no. Actually, he does look like him. No. He's like, no.
Well, then who are you?
He's like, yeah. He's like, no. I'm the harvester. Since time immemorial, I have tended this garden and sown. I sow seeds and I reap tales. I know 1,000 tales of 1,000 worlds here. All mysteries can be answered here in the garden. I have seen many, many things in my lifetime and know many things. I know of all the secrets. I know the secrets of the stars. I know the languages of the ocean. I have learned in my time so many things, so many tales.
I kind of step out of the way so that he can see Phoebe wearing the cassock to see what his reaction is.
Yeah, he immediately just for a second, like all of the sweet and light, he kind of goes over and looks, and then he kind of like, oh, so many. Wherever did you find all of these ancient things here in this wasted place? You must be brave and true adventurers, and weary and exhausted. Why not come and join me for a meal? He says, come. And he let me just finish my raking here, and he finishes up raking up a little pile of like weeds or whatever out of this thing.
Does it actually look like he's legitimately growing stuff here, or is he just like poking in the dirt, acting like?
No, it looks like he pulled a bunch of weeds and now he's raking them all into a pile.
Would I have to like walk towards him, or is the pile like close to us, or because I'd like to kick it over and say you missed a spot to make some more time.
You would have to get within 10 feet of him because he's over there working it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can do it though.
That's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I want to say that you also kicked Buddy in the ribs. I like how like you're like kicking mad. Yeah, you've had it. Like it's just
can't talk to my God. This is too much for me.
I'm done. Respect. It's aggravating.
I'd like to hold up my Mirai's shield and see if he reacts to that at all.
He says, not especially. He's like, oh, that's quite a thing you have there. That is the shield of a warrior. That reminds me of a tale I know of a great warrior, mighty Arcadio, the warrior. Have you heard the story of how he fell in love with the Snow Daughter and climbed to a mountain to build her a castle made of pebbles? Such a tale it is.
Such a tale. Anyway,
Pepper.
I don't.
Tell us true, old man. What is this place? We could see it from afar, but could not make our way here.
And you were so concerned about us coming forward. Why don't you come forward to us?
Oh, I shall. And he comes over. He puts his rake congenially over his shoulder, and he kind of wanders over, so he's up near you guys. And he says, yes, it's the distances are tricky here in the mountains. And obviously, we're in a unique place in the universe. So many tales could I tell you of this place. So many tales.
Are we on Yag?
Yag. I remember
He's
Yag.
going to be sick.
Yag, oh, that's the worst place in the world. No, I'm kidding. He had a bad hot dog there one time, and now he can't even think about it. No, he says, and for a moment he kind of like relaxes. He's like, I remember that is a far, far, far off place, a planet whose celestial configurations were of great interest to me in my youth. Yes, you know about Yag. You know about this place. You aren't here to hear my tales. You are here to replace me. Is that what I'm hearing? One of you would be the new harvester.
Well, they did just send us from HR, not to make it awkward.
HR, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful, wonderful jest.
No, not
must
really.
there be an
Go ahead. No, I was just saying, not really. We're not here to replace you.
If anything, we're wondering, must there be an arbiter?
Oh, yes, for if there was no arbiter. He says, let me show you why there must be an arbiter. Will you come to see? Come with me. All right, so he walks over to that tree every once in a while, looking over his shoulder, and like, come. You are so untrusting.
I'll follow him if you guys want to watch my back.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe separate the full 70 feet, like we'll inch behind.
Yeah. So he says, look upon this noble oak tree, he says. So you guys are all walking over there, but as you get close, Forrester has the celestial disc, is that correct? Or did Phoebe have the celestial disc?
The disc Ernie had, right?
I do.
Ernie had the
I do.
dark-
Ernie,
I
okay.
have the robe thing.
Gotcha. So Ernie, as you get close to this thing, it kind of reverberates like a gong, like that had been struck. It has this like weird like coming off it. It's the disc itself is vibrating closer he gets. He says, "Come, come, come." But as he gets up to the tree, like the edge of the tree, like you can see that the ground around the tree is all parched and dark, and there's just skulls and bones and things everywhere coming out of there. And he says, This is why there must be a harvester. I must take care of the tree. Do you see, friend mortal? Do you see what is here?
Yes, remains.
Yes, remains. Remains of those who came here of their own free will and to become a part of the tree, as yourself did.
We might be getting into initiative territory, Brad. At that
That
creepy
sentence.
kind of like foreshadowing, I was just gonna fling a dagger at him.
All right, he starts to cast his, he raises his hands up to do some crap, and officially, it is officially on. So Anatole, we'll say you're 20 feet away from the tree. Everyone else a little bit behind you. He is within 10 feet of you, okay?
Okay.
And this tree looms over all. So I got a 6. If I don't start rolling some damn numbers in this game, I swear I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, you beat me. I got a 4.
4, Anatole. All right, going backwards. Where'd you get Phoebe?
16.
16 for Phoebe. Ernie?
22.
22. Look at you. The Avenue with your Iron Maiden shirt on.
Yeah.
Okay, Septus. How'd you do, Brad?
6.
6 for Septus. So you have tied with the creature, and if, as longtime watchers know, I always give ties to players. Wiggs,
Also 6.
also 6.
Wizard
I think
duel,
you go
guys. Wizard duel.
Excuse me, gosh, so sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. And then
Bring you
Forrester.
in.
No, I'm just sleepy.
Okay. I wasted a net 20, so I've got a 21.
21. That's never a waste. 21 for Forrester. All right. All right. So Ernie, you are up first. You are back like, within a you could get to the guy in one round or like a move action and still do something. Or the tree in a full round action. You're that far. So
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna move closer. I'm not gonna attack or anything. I actually kind of want to hold my action to see what he does.
all right.
And I'm gonna hold the disc at the ready as I walk closer. But I will close the distance. I'm gonna keep walking, but I'm gonna hold this disc and maybe hold it over my head.
Sure.
Yeah,
so you're gonna hold like in the picture? Oh!
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
like,
so
and
you
I kind of like focus it towards him because I feel
Gotcha.
like he's gonna.
so, do something.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like-
You walk over there and you hold this thing up like and we'll come. But you have a held action. Well, you've walked up, so there you go. So it is at this point is Forrester.
I would like to do a charge. So I'm combining my double move with an attack. I'd like to
Okay.
charge the tree and do because what better weapon against a tree than an axe? And I've got 2 of them.
Ooh.
So I'd like
Rock and
to
roll.
do a charge and a double axe at the tree.
Gotcha. All right. It'll take your full move to get over there, but go ahead and give me a double axe attack at the tree.
So it's a +2 attack, and then I'm at -2 AC, correct?
That is a
For a charge?
for a charge, you're +2 attack and -2 to AC.
For the next round.
Okay, not great. Oh, actually not bad. 12 and 13.
Both those are gonna miss.
Okay, I would like to increase them with luck. So do I have a sense as to how much I need to get them up by?
Yeah, the 13, 2 points. You are 2 points away from hitting with a 13.
Okay, at a 12 and a 13.
He's armor class 15. I'm just going to throw it out there. Hit tree. So just
AC
stop
15.
messing around. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm spending 3 points of luck so that both of them hit.
Okay.
And that's going to be 9, 10, 14 points of damage, but I'm also going to go ahead and spend some more luck. I'm going to spend 3 more to make it 20 points of damage.
Dog. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, you walk over there. You're just like, ka-pow! Cut off this thing. And like the guy is horrified. Like, yeah! And we'll see what happens from that. But like you took a chunk out of this tree, just a chunk. All right. Fight is going to continue. It is Phoebe and then Wiggs.
Now, are we still against the fire idea at this point? No? I'm getting a thumbs up for fire. All right. With that, I believe, Anatol, you have a lantern lit or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna run by, and can I grab it from you as I'm running by?
Sure.
Yeah, and that's going right towards the tree. I'm going to set that tree on fire.
Hitting the tree with it. I gotcha. All right. So you can go over there and run over there and hit that. I will say the tree just has to break on the tree and shatter. So just give me an armor class 13. So essentially you have +2 to hit with this thing. It'd be a ranged attack.
All right, well, that's a 16 on the die. So
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that'll hit.
Yeah. And I'm going to say it's going to do, the oil will catch up. Let's say it's going to do a D6 damage. Go ahead and roll me a D6 for fire.
5.
Okay.
Sorry about your lantern, Anatol.
Yeah, that lantern is dead. It's bright enough here to see, but it's gone. Like you're needing a new lantern at this point. It's definitely catching fire. I'll tell you what, it's not catching up like you would hope a tree would catch up on fire when you hit it with oil and such. It doesn't look like it's not like it's certainly caught up, but it's not like
The big announcement at the last.
It's not dry, right?
what the crap was that? Did y'all hear that?
That was the voice of God.
Heard it, yeah.
Well,
Jules angry.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Shul is like, get in there, burn more stuff. All right, so Phoebe hits it. It is Wiggs and then Septus.
So does it look like it just needs some more fuel?
It's hard to say right now. It doesn't. It's not
Right.
catching up like you think a tree should catch up. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So I have a couple of flasks of oil, and like if I don't light them and just throw them at the flame, I can throw both. Like I can throw two at a time.
You can still only throw one. You still only get one attack, but you want it to catch it up on fire. So if you hit it, I will say you actually have to hit the fire though to do it. So I will say that'll call for a armor class 17 check. So you can chunk that and hit it the fire. But,
All right. It's 12.
Yeah, it kind of falls short. We'll come back to that. It is Septus and then the creature. So Septus, what you gonna do?
I am going to spell burn 3 points, and I'm going to cast Sleep and then try and put the old guy to sleep.
All right, go ahead and can you even pull that off? Yeah, go ahead and give me a spell check.
Crap.
What's your what do you call it with this spell? Your
More worms appear.
God, this incarnation to you is super wormy.
Super worm. I rolled exactly a 12.
All right. So here comes my saving throw against that. Yes, he is exactly unaffected by that thing. You can tell it didn't like he shrugged off the effects of your spell. And it is their turn. So he is going to go first. By the way, he is now that the fight is on, he's kind of moving around. You can see that he is actually wearing the Comet. What do you call it? The
Medallion.
The Comet, the Ruby Comet medallion, as it was depicted in the mural, and it's like cha-ching.
You lied to me. I asked you if you were Hastian, and you said no.
I am no longer Haskian. I am now the Harvester of Sorrow.
Harvester of Sorrow.
And he raised his hands up.
Lies
He's
by
going to-
omission.
Yeah, he is going to blast Septus with a spell.
Ooh.
Is Septus anywhere near me?
I'm just ready for a spell
Um,
duel.
Ooh,
Does
Septus
somebody
is-
have? Does somebody have? Oh, we spell dueling. Does
Yeah.
someone have? He's going to go for a ray of enfeeblement.
Well, Wiggs, you haven't gone yet, right?
Wiggs has gone. She threw the lantern.
I did. I just didn't hit.
And then Brad try and cast sleep already.
Yeah.
So,
So, Brad, do you have whatever it's called? Medicine? No. All right. Or something that can counter it.
Ray of enfeeblement. I don't have that.
All right. Cool. All right. So, yeah. So he is just going to cast a spell at you.
Is
and-
Septus near me? Because I'm holding this thing ready to that was shoot something at.
Gotcha.
Could we argue that sleep would counter what ray of enfeeblement, since enfeeblement makes you weak and sleep makes you tired, and both of them just kind of bring your energy level
Flaming
real
hands.
down?
Survey says, no.
There is an official
Yeah,
list.
There is an official list, but we could bust it out.
It's
I don't
not
know.
updated, though.
I'll tell you what though, if Haley's shield would bounce it, I'll tell you that,
I was
right?
gonna say I've already gone. Otherwise, I'd jump
Yeah.
in front of it. Actually, all I did was move and drop a lantern.
But
You rolled a die with that lantern and busted on.
Okay,
something.
But and
I have a question. Would Septus have known about the shield? Because I didn't move, so maybe I should have moved behind her.
Well, we didn't know what
you
he-
didn't know he had ray of enfeeblement
Yeah.
though.
That's true.
No, we're just gonna get hit with this one. There's
Yeah,
there's no void in this
we're
one.
not gonna. Yeah.
We can talk our way in circles for a while, but
Someone's about to get enfeebled.
yeah,
I mean, possibly.
if Brendan can roll.
Exactly. Brendan,
I
get
actually
higher
have
than
my
a six.
my best roll of the night with it, but I can't find the stilly thing. What level is it? 2? GRS.
I think it's 2.
I must just keep. Oh, here it goes. All right. So, yeah. Oof. Okay. So you can go ahead and give me a DC 17 willpower save.
I rolled a 16, so I guess I want to burn a point of luck.
All right.
Don't worry about it. I got it for you.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Yeah. You know what? That thing just luckily you like matrix under that thing. And you just miss getting enfeebled. So awesome, well done. And then other stuff happens. So at this point, you guys see that the
Tree is not a tree.
tree is not a well. Here is what happens. Suddenly, a great eye opens in the gnarled trunk of the thing, and when it does, an amazing psychic wave goes over everybody. So all of y'all need to make me a willpower save versus a psychic assault, except for Dak. Dak, you're holding that thing up, and like it seems like that just sort of like reflects, like it comes at you, but it reflects it. So instead, roll me a d16 for Dak.
All right. Where's my 16 sider?
Everybody else, give me that willpower save. We're gonna have to go around. It's different depending on everybody. So first, Dak, how much you get on d16 check?
Just a raw d6. Just straight
Raw.
d16.
Yeah. Mhm.
7.
Nice. Okay, then going around, Jeff, what did you get in that saving throw?
I got a 14, but I'll go ahead and spend a luck to get it to a 16.
Okay, you got it. You take some psychic damage. You take 1 point of psychic damage from that. Is there any other effects? Seeing other stuff going on.
All I know is I'm surfing that psychic wave.
Yeah, you are. What'd you get for wigs in that saving throw?
Dirty 21.
Dirty 21. Would you actually get the die though?
19.
Okay, no effect. Ooh, you were this close. All right.
Brendan, does it matter that my actual die was a 12?
No, there's, you know what? On this particular thing, I need to know a natural 1 or a natural 20, and then those are significant. Everything else can, you don't have to worry about.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Septus, how'd you do?
21.
You're
19 on the die.
Yep, you're good to go. Dak, no worries. Phoebe,
19.
19. God, y'all are like burning this thing down. 19, no effect. You're good too. Anatol,
12, 13. I don't like that. I'm going to spend 2 points of luck.
all right, tell me what you get after the 2 points of luck.
15.
Okay, you are going to take.
No, hold on. It was 7. That was my first die, so I get 17 total.
No effect. You guys, God, y'all are like, y'all are just murderous in this dimension. Awesome, well done. All right, so yeah, that now the eye is open and like
What eye?
It's the eye in the trunk of the, and this it's like you're all reeling in the in the 1 point of damage you did in the entire psychic effect. But Dak, you can see that like it looks like its psychic power sort of rebounced off of what you had and actually flew back and injured the tree, and like you see bits of it like flying apart, like rah! Like it took damage as well. So
And
that
this was
is
not a ray attack, correct? This was a
no, this kind of went
ray.
every
Okay.
place. Yeah. And there you go. And it's Anatol. Anatol, your turn.
Is that eye still open?
Still open, yeah.
I'm going to chuck a dagger at it.
Chuck a dagger. Give me a roll.
Somehow, I love it when it somehow like rolls and like is in between two numbers. That is with a +5. That is an 18.
18 is going to hit. Give me damage.
My dagger alone is only going to do D4. So 2. I'm thinking I might spend luck on this. I'm going to spend 3 points of luck. So that's going to make it 2, 7, 10, 12.
12 total. Man, y'all are, I mean, it's getting burnt. Like you could, like you actually hit it in its eye, and like you can see blood trickling out of this thing. And like this is hard to describe, okay? But like the timbre, which is not the exact right word, but the timbre of the psychic assault, which is still ongoing, changes somewhat. Like it's like almost as if it's changed frequency, but that's not right because it's in your brain and not in your ears. You know what I'm saying? But like somehow it just feels different as it like sort of spreads over your mind hole, and that is what happens. So it is Forrester.
As soon as that eyeball opens, I'm like, I want to axe the heck out of that thing. So I'm going to do a double axe in the eyeball.
Double axe the eyeball. No one likes that. Give me a shot.
Okay. One definitely misses. The other one, that's a 16. So the other one hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that does 7 points. I want to spend some more luck on that. I'm going to spend 4 more points to get that 7 to a 13.
Dang. All right, hold on. Okay, I mean, like you put it's still alive, but like that hit, like really, did it no favors. You know what I'm saying? Now the eye is bleeding. That weird psychic wail coming out of it changes again, and you're hearing this no, thing coming out of it, and like for a moment you all hear this voice in your head that says, "You are powerful beings indeed, but I am even greater. I offer you a bargain. Rather than destroy you and eat your bodies and turn you into what you and your brains call bacon worms, I shall instead send you all back to your homes instantly, unharmed, with the treasures you have found here. You will be rich and can live out the rest of your days.
It's
Accept the
probably an
bargain.
illusion.
Sounds
Accept
like
the
the bargain of a terrified tree.
I was gonna say, can I like mentally do like blow him a kiss?
Yeah.
And Anatol's thinking, does this have to be unanimous?
Anatol's just gonna poop wrong and be like,
guys, I'm out of here.
I mean, I'm looking at them. I'm not gonna leave my friends, but I'm looking at them like, I mean, it sounds like a good deal. We have lots of gold.
Jewel,
1/6 of Ruby.
Yeah. Phoebe says Shul's not having it. All right. So that is what you hear on that round in your brains. It tells you, but it's telling you that if yeah, it's offering to send all y'all home, but no one's trying to hear it, and that is when Phoebe can go again this round.
Now,
Yeah, Phoebe, yes.
can I hit the tree and then still be able to go get in front of Septus with my shield to like block any rays that are coming at Septus?
Yeah, I see what you're going for. Yeah, sure, that'll work.
All right, so first mace to the tree eye thing. 14, 15?
Yep.
All right. Damage. Yeah, 4 points of damage.
Yeah, it's still up, but like its eye is all battered, it's smashed up now, it's all bleeding, starting to get a black eye, like an actual, like like a shiner, as we call it when I was a kid. And then you run back over and get in front of Septus. Gotcha.
In a way that like if he wants to cast, he can cast over me, but I'm still like got him blocked, ready to move.
Boom, I got you. All right. So that was Phoebe. It's Wiggs, and then Septus himself. So Wiggs, what are you gonna do?
Magic missile.
Okay.
22. 3 targets in range. Each target of 2 or less hit dice is autumn. Oh wait, I'm reading color spray. Ah.
Yeah, I was following along on my sheet. I was like, what?
I was like, oh, it had an eye. Never mind. 1d4 plus 2 missiles.
Row.
So that's 4 missiles that do 1d6 plus caster level.
Row.
Yeah. Do I have to roll it? Is it feeling it? Oh no.
Roll me some dice.
All
Roll me some
right.
dice, my friend.
Hang on, looking for my d6. I think the cat stole it. All right, there we go.
I think I'm
4. Do you want me to roll each one individually?
That's fine. I'll add them up. You got 4.
Yeah. So that's 4
That's
points
total
damage.
with your level modifier and everything.
Yeah, for the first one.
4. Keep going.
5.
Total of 9.
7.
Total of 16.
6.
Yeah, total of 22. So Wiggs throws her hands up like and
Catch
throws
these hands.
throws this serious barrage of magic missiles. All hit this thing in the eye because everyone's hitting this thing in the eye, and like that last one, it just explodes, and like when it does, like there is like shrieking happens. The creature itself, you hear this thing, no, I am eternal. I am, and like you hear this terrifying shriek in your head. The harvester of sorrow, he's like, no, I can't. And then like you watch as he just turns to dust, like falls out of his, like all that's left is that the amulet he was wearing and such. At this point, then you hear this incredible scream that seems to go on forever. As long, jagged fissures open along the abomination's withered trunk like a cracking of overbaked clay, bringing with it a cloying rot of ancient decay. Pain lances your eyes. The searing light spills forth in the splintering trunk, waxing powerful as the sun. You're all like, ah! And then, with a sudden wail of 1,000 tormented voices, both the tree and the alien sky are gone. With the devour, okay, so like suddenly the sun, like all of a sudden you guys, for a moment there, it's like looking into a furnace. It's like, ah! But when it clears, like you guys look up and like it's nighttime, and like Phoebe, you look up and you see the moon, and it's like you have this moment of
I hate going out places with you guys so much.
Yeah, so you feel this light just come down upon you, and also you hear from like in the distance, you hear, oh my God, there they are, and like you see Zabo and all of his people that were back there, like they're clearly still wandering around trying to find the way out, but they can see you, like they weren't like in a reality distance that far from you. They kind of like wander up, like what's happened? All of those people, they look better. They're still in some bad shape, but they look really, really, really bad. But this entire place, like like where the gate was in the front, like those two, you can hear as those huge big gates like just sort of like fall apart and shatter. And you guys have once again, like you guys have found yourself out here having destroyed all of this, and like for a moment, all of you feel Shul's radiance over all of you. I mean, you're familiar with it because you feel it when Phoebe heals you. You just feel it all over each one of you, and you say, "The Star Wound has been destroyed, and you, my great heroes, I declare each of you to be chosen of the gods, a title you may carry with you forever. You have earned your place in the universe as forces for order, for humanity. And I salute you. I give you each a gift."
And lawful, I say, damn right.
And the moon's like, there you go. That's the one time I'm let that go 100%. Like, yeah, that's exactly the person to talk lawful to. Like, now you talking my language. So each of you get a gift. You can get one of the following. Blessed are the masterful. You'll get a permanent 1 point increase to any chosen ability score. You get blessed are the awakened. The next time you're brought below 0 hit points, you're granted 1 automatic recovery in the body check. Always successful, no luck check, and you return to full hit points, no penalties, and sustain no permanent injuries from that. Blessed are the miraculous. Spellcasting PCs gain 1 additional known spell. The spell is of your choosing and does not count against your known spell limit indicated by your level. Or blessed are the vigorous. You'll get 1d5 hit points, and to make it a pace with everything else, I'm gonna give it an auto 5 for that.
I'm gonna take
taking the 5 hit points.
5 hit points, take it. Wiggs, what are you taking?
I'm gonna do a spell of your choice.
All right. Any spell up to the level you can currently cast. Septus.
Ooh, I have to think about this for a moment.
I'll come back to you.
If I take the hit the ability modifier, bump Septus up to 18, so that would be a +3. So that means he could cast better spells, or he could just get a free spell. But I think the 18's better.
I think so. Yeah, 18.
That's
it's hard
rock
to turn
and roll.
that down. Yeah.
Yeah. In DCC, like that's not coming your way a whole lot of time.
Yeah, and that +3 becomes a +6 on crits.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to take the bump to the. So I'm going to bump his AC or his intelligence from 17 to 18.
Yeah, you are blessed are the whatever it was, masterful. All right, Dak, what are you taking for Ernie?
The one with the free roll over the body.
Free roll a body check. You were coming back from that crap. Gotcha. Yeah. And that means, and when you wake up from that, you're full hit points and no ability damage. So keep that in mind.
What's it called? Blessed of the what? Blessed.
It's called Blessed are the Awakened.
Awakened.
Hey, so look. Hey guys, it's a rare Esme sighting.
Esme.
Wow.
Say hi.
So pretty.
She's so pretty.
Yes, she's a special kitty. I love her so much.
Esme.
There you go. I love Esme so. She's shy and she's the smallest animal, so the others pick on her, but she's the sweetest of the world.
Did you name her after Esme Weatherwax from Terry Pratchett? Yes.
Yep.
Oh, also, I just looked at the chat and we've had another name shuffle.
Have we?
Oh yeah.
I have been on the chat for a minute. Sorry. We had
what does it feel like to be me, Jeff?
Oh no, Marcus said that. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus. Right? And DCC rocks, Marcus. I'm with you, baby.
I am Reverend Dak. I was wondering why I felt cooler
Yeah, I'm gonna start drawing and see if I have any increased skills now.
Let's see. I wonder when it happened.
Probably when we moved away from
center
the
square,
back.
you know.
Yeah, I did
Maybe-
change I changed the overlay, so maybe it happened then.
Oh.
New people, man.
Cool.
All right. Oh, he had to go. Huh?
Yeah, Marcus Flores says it was when we changed the overlay. Sorry, I did not mean to have this come screeching to a halt. I just wanted to share that information.
No problem. All right. So, what are you gonna take for Anatole, Tim?
I'm gonna do the same as Dak. I'm gonna do the Belthedar the Awakened.
Automatic. Blessed the Awakened. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So you guys are all at this point have the power has come down upon you guys, and like you have absolutely have Shul's blessing, and Phoebe, you were like Shul's chosen priestess at this point, and like the head of like, you know what I'm saying, like,
been since day one. Let's be.
Let's just face it. Let's just face it. You know what I'm
She's just
saying?
making it official now, but
Yeah. But I will say everyone's going to get for the rest of the. I gave out experience points at first, but for the rest of everything, let's go 15 experience points. You guys did an amazing job. This is a really hard adventure, and y'all kind of rocked it. So I got to respect that.
Fourth level.
Fourth level, baby.
All right.
Yeah, not me. Close.
right.
184.
Yep. And you guys. Do we take that amulet?
I think I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it up in the church as a reminder of what not to do.
How you don't do it. How you don't do it.
In like
I
a
like it.
glass box that says like "I dare you."
Should have you should put like one of your boots on top of there, like this is what's coming for you. You get boom on the side there. So yeah, so you guys return back, and you also managed to through your actions rescue Zed and those last couple of survivors. That the crazy lady who took the last rotten egg to the head, never seen him again. You don't know what happened to her.
Do
But,
the bacon worms turn back into people?
You know what? They all are transubstantiated and just like sort of like go up and become one with Phoebe's blessing. They all come up and are granted access into Shul's kingdom, where they're all a part of they're living on like the paradise moon that all are promised to who do well for their part in all of this. So that's. And you guys can start making your way back. You guys make your way back to Nine Town. So this is where we're going to go ahead and stop for tonight. If you're watching here, we are actually going to take a break in the campaign here and come back. We're going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to come back with new characters in a new setting. Get ready for DCC Lankmar, which we begin with our next broadcast. Thank you all so much for watching. I am so grateful to all of you. Especially people who completely like ran the chat tonight. Mark TJ 1983, thank you so much for everything and for showing up. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Marcus, for showing up. Thank you, Jess. Spawnroot. Actually, Spawnroot asked, "What did Phoebe take?" Phoebe, what did you take for your blessing?
Oh, extra spell.
Extra spell. Phoebe took Spawn. Phoebe took an extra spell. So, and which come on.
Ignore Spawnroot. He's nothing.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Haley, what spell did you pick?
I haven't picked yet.
Okay.
I'm not that
Same.
specific yet.
You already have Divine Symbol and Bless already,
How does that
right?
work?
I don't have Bless, so I'm probably gonna do that one because that's pretty good.
Brendan, do
waiting
you
for-
know how many weeks we're taking off, or is that TBD?
Sorry, I was typing.
I think Brendan wants to reread his books first, right? He wants to read the entire Liber.
I'm actually almost done. Once we decided to do this, I started reading them. So I got, boy, they're good. God, they're good. Lankmar.
Most of them. I think
I was going to say, my God, most of them are good.
Okay, there are some.
The few that are not are not.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of one right now where this one woman is telling the story about like all the crazy things that happened to her, and like Farford and Grey Mouse are just listening, and I want to be like, oh my God, this should have been one paragraph. So she told the story of this thing that happened to her, and you know what I'm talking about. But I still, even the bad ones make me look like a kid again. You know, it's like being a child. So huge fan. So get ready for that in a couple of weeks. How much time off we're going to take is going to be TBD. But we'll definitely be off next week, probably week after that. But we'll be coming back hard soon. And thank you very much. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we talk Tim into run something on Sunday night here, or maybe Jeff wants to run something here, or maybe Dak, or maybe Wiggs, or maybe Haley. Hell, Brad, you want to run something Sunday night? You're in, baby. I'll figure out a place. So.
Any of those sound amazing.
Yeah, so we're gonna take off a couple weeks. Yeah. Hey, y'all want to know what a DCC campaign looks like? This is what a DCC campaign actually looks like. And my guys, they have survived. They are weirder for it. They are a strange bunch of survivors because DCC is the weird fantasy game, but they made it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm so proud of this group. I'm so proud of the characters and of you players for being awesome and so much fun to run for and so smart and clever and weird. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thanks, Brendan. Yeah, you've been an awesome judge.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to change before I go, I'm going to go to my traditional background. So I look like I'm my regular self. This is what I actually look like, you know.
When you take the makeup off.
When I take it off, you know.
Ooh, you're like the librarian when she takes the glasses off.
Lori said I look like the guy from the White Stripes.
I'll just say you look a very 90s grunge look right now with your hair.
Yeah, it's kind of Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah,
my Calvin cut, y'all.
I think you win quarantine hair.
Mm-hmm. Check it out. I'm almost here. I can't hear you now, but I'm like
almost in man bun territory.
Ponytail. This close. So
you definitely beat me in the quarantine hair growth. So
you've had a couple of hit beards though, man. You've had a couple. I can't grow a beard as well as you can. So
I think my quarantine hair growth is in the opposite direction. I think it's it's just getting thinner and thinner.
You're gonna look awesome though like that. You should just go for it, man. So. All right. So thank you very much. And we will see you guys all next time on Blades Against the Bandwidth, Lankmar. Get ready, kids.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.